trash.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh my god, it's Ramus.
No, it's
Sorry about that, guys. Forgot to
Alright.
flip the audio on.
Hi! Who was
You
it
really-
that said something?
You really did get. Why do we just keep getting flashbanged at like intermittent times?
Because this camera sucks.
Yeah.
And that's also for Discord, not for stream. Stream's significant.
Yeah.
To add to that too, it's us trying to hold it in while our mom is like death threatening us, and you're like, shut the fuck up right now. I'm not going to countryside to keep flashbang. You're both just like on the verge of exploding.
Well, my sister called me and told me there was no audio on the stream.
That's funny.
And then also yelled at me for watching chat. Because someone said that. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Yeah. At this point, Taryn picks up his mug, takes a swig of it. Something's missing.
Good berry.
What's missing?
Does he cast Goodberry?
No. The only coffee he's ever had was Tacky's.
Oh shit!
Something's missing from there.
That's right.
Tacky.
Tacky made good shit.
Tacky.
Wait, did Valzor get anything?
What?
Did either of you
I got
order?
popcorn.
Yeah.
Wait, can I smell the popcorn? I will roll to see if I can't catch these fuckers in my hat.
I ordered popcorn. We have not confirmed that we have a popcorn maker yet.
Fine. I'm just saying, Zips would totally have the tech to make a portable popcorn machine.
We've already confirmed that she's made a popcorn machine.
Yes.
Whether or not it's portable.
She is the type of woman that would like
Oh,
find a way to to curate alcohol out of fucking water and like secretly.
A voice comes
stash on
from
her.
Cogsat. Who called my name? Who called Tacky?
I believe Taryn had something to say about your coffee.
Taryn needs your special coffee.
You just notice as Tacky's head pokes out from underneath the hat. Coffee?
Yeah, something is missing about
I
this.
half expected.
The stuff you made last time was so much better.
He just has a cup ready to go.
Tacky just instantly just drops down from the hat across the table, right up to Karen's cup, sniffs it,
The mental
This
image
again.
of you and Tacky playing rock,
Pulls out-
paper, scissors in my head.
pulls out a small flask, and starts to pour a smooth liquid from the flask into the coffee. Sniffs it again, pours a little bit more, corks it, sniffs it, and then runs back up in the hat.
Tacky,
Here-
what is that liquid? Tacky, what is that liquid?
Taryn's there sniffing the cup. This smells better.
How's it taste?
Ah, yes.
Why you want to know?
I'm just curious.
It's what Tacky uses to make coffee better.
I don't
It's
like
the best
where
stuff
that's
around.
going.
It is.
I don't trust that one, buddy. But hey,
If this was Cog drinking the coffee, Cog would recognize the flavor. Taryn doesn't know what it is.
It makes it better. At this point, Taryn's cup's half gone. You just see one of his ears violently twitching.
You see his pupils just dilating.
oh shit! he's just standing there like his eyes fucking wide, his ears are vibrating.
His eyes go wide and then small.
oh my god!
It's like he's
Is
focusing
he
on the
drunk
lights.
or am I drunk?
As you guys are finishing your meal, you hear a loud clang echo throughout the city.
No. Gods are coming.
Sweet Jesus!
Space engineer gods are now coming
It's
into this
Big
world.
Bertha falling out of the atmosphere. May she rest in peace. What a beautiful ship.
Cog, I think your sister's making it ruckus again.
Oh, from the
She found
city.
us.
Not from the place we're at, but I thought the city left.
Is the city still outside?
It was as of last night.
Was it on fire?
Wait. You say aloud. If we go outside, are we gonna see the city there?
Why don't you go outside and find out?
Well, I want to.
How loud? Are we talking
I
an explosion
sat
off in the
down-
distance, or something outside just collapse loud? Does it shake the earth?
Not quite, but you notice like a couple of glasses move a little bit.
Oh!
Okay.
Hi, cat.
Well, that was
Shortly afterwards, there's another loud, just a thud.
But it sounds like the city is taking off. Cog, you better say bye to your home.
Taryn downs the last of his coffee.
Go fuck yourself! God damn it! Wait a minute!
What's that? And
I'm getting up and I'm
darts.
working it out.
He's on the level of the rabbit
Yeah,
right
that's
about
what
now.
Oh,
To see
shit.
what's going on.
I was like, I want to try and grab Taryn and bring me with. I think the moment that I look to you, your silhouette is
Oh,
all
he's
that
gone.
remains.
He's out the door already.
It's-
I leave behind my dust.
There's just an after image.
Yeah.
You look at him and it
It's
just
a mirage. Yeah.
fades.
He made a mirage. Just. He's gone.
What does Taryn see outside?
For Taryn and for anyone else who
I went-
followed him, if you
Arcanus is here.
that was Anders.
Endrith and
Oh,
Arcanus
okay.
are just sitting at the table eating breakfast.
Come on.
Fair. And Bowser.
If
The hat.
for those of you who remember
The
from
hat scurry.
when the city arrived,
I forgot.
I mentioned that the city was
Docked.
and like clamped down, and
Yeah.
there were 4 large towers,
Right.
which were basically elevators to and from the city.
Yeah.
You'll notice that 2 of the towers are slowly beginning to lower towards the ground.
Oh.
You hear another large clang as another one begins lowering towards the ground.
Like, is the city still there, or are they just storing themselves?
The city is still there,
Okay. It's being undocked.
and yes, the towers are beginning to store themselves,
It's
as
on
Taryn put it.
stage 50 of stage 1000.
50
Yeah.
of 1,000.
I was gonna
There's
say.
like
another
4 or
large
5.
thud as the 4th one begins to.
For general context, then I feel like Zips being so pissed is both because of that, and also the fact that now she has to help get the city back up and running. So she's probably fucking busier than shit right now, trying to like.
With that, you're hearing
Pastries going just fine. Get
multiple
this shit rolling,
um,
gentlemen.
alarms starting to go off, just warning horns of what's
Yeah.
happening. You notice the smokestacks on the city begin to belch out smoke. There's a large rumbling. There's a loud creak as one of the legs slowly begins to lift up.
Taryn's out in the middle of the street
That's so cool.
and does. It's alive!
It lives.
There is a
Yeah.
large crowd gathered around to watch. This is always just a magnificent sight to see as this large mechanism starts
The
moving.
tortoise
off.
is slowly getting to the door.
The tortoise is actually right behind Taryn right now, and
He
and
just
whoever else is there.
Look at.
As the city begins to move away, people start to disperse. The
Hey.
tortoise more. I wonder why they're in such a hurry to move around.
They're not going anywhere.
They really aren't actually.
Is Colleague outside? I can't remember if he.
Yeah, he went with. He's just sort of watching as it goes.
He wants
Like,
to watch the creation from the other side.
well, he's realizing. No, they've both seen and like.
You've seen it from the perspective of the city.
Yeah,
The
A
first
few-
time seeing it from the ground.
yeah. He's kind of just watching as his entire home is just literally walking away.
How many legs
And
does
his
this thing have?
sister.
How many legs? 6?
That one has 6, yes.
That one.
That one. I want to see a
We've known that there are
one-legged city,
multiple.
please.
I have mentioned multiple times that there are more than one city, and they are all
I think.
mobile.
Yeah, I remember that being something. Well, Cog's gonna say, like, as he's watching it go by and stuff, like, well, I know as soon as those smokestacks start going, drinks are going around everywhere. Everyone always celebrates when it starts moving back up again. They know that they can take a load off for at least an hour or two before the first initial startup fuels go away, and then they gotta get back to work again.
I wonder if Cog's home is still in one piece.
Yeah, that's also a good question, depending on how much survived Zips' little rampage. But I know for a fact that now that she's up and running again, everything's gonna start getting bigger and better again without me this
It's
time.
like a cycle.
Yeah, pretty
Were
much.
you there last time?
Yeah,
He was in the
there every
city.
Time. Yeah, I was there last time. I barely survived when it stopped moving, but when it came to us actually trying to get shit up and running, while we were at least stopped and stalled, I was in charge of destroying a whole bunch of old buildings that needed renovation, tear down this so we could put up that, old shit and all that. Mostly the underground areas. Realizing the inclination of that sentence, yet we made good use of the space. What
I'm sure you did.
I start to name down.
Yep. I haven't put. I didn't connect that. The idea of tearing down the old would in fact mean places like the theater that we found tacky in, or the majority of the underground would be like, hey, demolish that so we can put up insert new factory here or other place. And that most likely would have been weird.
Is this Arcanus and Endrith just sitting at the table still eating breakfast? By the way, I believe.
I know Endrith is still there. Arcanus, did you follow?
No, I didn't fall. I think I'm just gonna eat my breakfast and chill after spending a good night.
Yeah,
Essentially not learning
then it would be
anything
because
and
I
just being
believe everybody else is
frustrated.
outside then.
How'd you sleep last night, Arcanus? Is the mic
Of
on?
course, Steve, I want to say that one more time. I think you guys muffled it together.
Ah, okay. How did you sleep last night, Arcanus?
What is sleep, really, when you think about it?
Did you stay up all night?
That's rough, buddy.
It's a fair amount. I tried to learn from our past battle from these contraptions here, but I didn't get much out of it. I'm hoping to apply this to a couple of personal projects that I have running, and maybe we can implement when I get my ship back.
Shit.
Hopefully after these 2 jobs we can have that ship back.
Oh, I better. If anything, I'll have to steal it back myself.
Well, that could be arranged. We could do that. It'd save a lot of time. But I truly don't want to get on the Hunters Guild bad side if we do steal it back. It's kind of an ally I would love to keep. Especially since I work there.
For now, the Hunters Guild seems to be a decent alternative source of income for me. Cargo running and passenger ferrying hasn't been bad, but you have your good days and your bad.
Get acquired.
Well, it's the same thing for the Hunters Guild. I've been a bounty hunter for some time now. Sometimes they get away, sometimes it's a good job, sometimes it's a bad job. It all depends on, well, how well the plan goes, and how well you are at adapting.
Well, worst comes to worst, you just strike them from the air, am I right?
Hey, I like where that's coming from.
I suppose so.
Cog's gonna walk back in now. Because he doesn't want to really watch. The city's literally walking away at this point, so.
Most of the crowd would have subsided, so.
I go in and
Are we leaving yet?
I was just about to ask the same thing.
Would you like to start walking to the Hunters Guild?
Well, I suppose.
Dog, are we leaving yet?
I suppose I put the
I
hat
flipped
on.
down however silver it is to pay
I left a gold coin
for
on the table.
breakfast for me, anyways.
Endrith, roll me a history check.
Do you
Wow.
remember how much your breakfast costs?
Bless you.
No,
That's
it's
so,
the part of the guild
that's
thing,
so
but
aggressive. You
History
literally snot
check.
rocketed the blanket. Damn.
She
I really want to
has
use that one.
sinus issues
Just trying
and
to save it.
respiratory issues.
I can relate to one of those things.
History?
Plus,
A puppy. History.
your cat help.
Cat is not
Cat
helping.
is helpful.
Where
Fill
is
up the top
history? Stop attacking the band-aid. That's a wound. You
Cat
would
is
like to
helping.
heal the wound.
Cat is healing.
It's a
Are you
7.
om-nom?
You skipped that day in history.
You don't really know the inflation,
Your
do
meal
you?
cost you 2 silver.
And you put how much?
You put how much it cost.
Oh, so you just do. Alright.
Did I? Or did I put down the wrong amount?
No, you put down the right amount.
Did I?
Do the rest of you put down any amount?
I left a gold coin.
No.
A gold piece.
Okay.
Or at
It's
least
like a
I'll
tip.
bring it up to the
He
tortoise.
said
Say,
the
like,
tip, so I did.
here's my inn, or whatever
Yeah,
I'm
I'll
just-
cost my side of
for
things. too.
breakfast.
Taryn is going to semi-sprint up to the counter, spew out a pile of gold coins.
Yes.
How many shinies do you need?
The turtle looks at you, looks at the pile of coins, looks back at you. I'll take whatever you're willing to give.
Okay. Taryn slides 3 gold pieces and a spoon, takes the rest and walks away.
You've lost your
Gave up a spoon!
Dang. That's
Character development.
yeah. that's plot right there. That's dang. We got lore with that spoon.
So you guys are on your way to the Hunter's
Don't
Guild then?
worry. Don't worry. It was the second spoon I picked up.
I'm on my way, and Eric has no choice.
I know it's coming
but
out of my
to
paycheck.
Huh?
If that's what you're smiling about.
I'm just
And that's what
realizing
you're
you
gonna
guys
do.
did not remember anything from 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago. Yeah, no, it's 2 weeks ago.
That the Hunters Guild will probably pay for it anyways. We just tip them.
You
I did
had a
tip-
discussion with the Hunters Guild as to whether or not you guys were paying for the tavern or you were sending the bill to the Hunters Guild.
Oh yeah, we did do that.
You guys did reach a decision.
Did it?
You need that.
And the history check was to figure out
Store in
what
my bag.
to see if you could remember what the decision was.
I see. Dang. Smooth.
Taryn doesn't remember.
Well,
much.
regardless.
Can close.
Even know.
What?
Can close.
Yeah.
I'll deal with it later.
Upon reaching the Hunters Guild and entering through the front door, you see the
You got the dice.
the satyr who welcomed you all to the city, and he's
Yes.
gesturing for all of you to follow him.
On dice. She rolled. I'm gonna.
You don't
go
have a choice,
that
so
one.
don't even say anything.
I don't. I walk away now.
No, not you.
I
Eric.
follow. Where I go.
You literally
a number of
don't.
times where I'm like, no one else is paying attention. I go in, then I realize I'm in a hat.
Well,
I'm paying
I
attention. I
can't
just
wait
can't do
until
anything.
Cog's hat gets destroyed and you have to walk everywhere.
if
Here's the thing: if Cog's hat is
can
about to be
be
destroyed, I get the feeling that both Tacky and Balzar are just gonna like jump off of Cog's head and it's just gonna go right past.
We're
The
gonna-
hat.
the hat's going to dodge.
oh my god!
We have to figure out if the hat can take the dodge action.
I was gonna say.
Wait, no,
Wait,
no.
But the
two
idea
people,
is like someone shooting
the
at
two
me.
people
you guys
inside use the
kicking
help
down and put
action
yourself
to
back.
dodge
It's just
the
like
hat.
I go down, the hat goes up, and the bullet passes perfectly in between us both.
Regardless,
Like-
he leads you guys to a back room where you notice multiple guild members working through letters and everything. The satyr managed to go. "Well, this here is our, for lack of a better way to put it, our paperwork room. This is where we adjust all methods of payment, as well as any letters or messages that have been sent to members of the guild.
Hello.
Gog, if you go down to the far end, you will receive all of the messages that have been sent to you in the past day.
Oh, hey, ain't that nice?
It's a bunch.
I go.
It's
and
either a bunch of fan mail or pleas for help.
well,
Or
death
death
threats from my sister. You can't get sick, can you? You're already
Once you
sick.
get there, the dwarf who's behind the counter looks up at you. It's like, "What's your name?"
Cog Mindstrom.
"Oh, you're that one."
You're that one.
I suppose I am.
"Hey, Bill, bring out the messages for Cog Mindstrom." You know, you hear heavy footfalls as an orc comes out, carrying a note.
A note?
Yep.
Only a note? Gidget? Oh.
It is from the magistrate.
Hey.
Ah.
The orc then walks back into the back room.
don't scare me.
Evil dogs.
Upon opening the note, The message merely says, "Best of luck to you, both now and when you eventually meet back up with your sister. You're going to need all the luck in the world."
Yup. I figured as much.
The
I
dwarf,
am sending back half of my earnings.
the dwarf says back up to you, "Oh, that's not it. That one just looked to be the most important."
Well,
The orc comes back
Yeah.
out with a full-on chest.
It's been a day.
Heavy chest.
It's been a day.
yep.
And just slams it down
No wonder
on the top of
city's
the
leaving
counter.
late.
Yeah.
Opens it up, and the chest is divided in half.
Oh. Between.
The dwarf points to one side of the chest is completely full, and the other one's about half full.
Oh.
Points to the sides that is about half full. And goes, "These are just from a bunch of people who are back on the city who needed to get messages to you." Points to the full side. "And these are from your sister."
She probably has a touch.
I
It is. I will
She's
say this.
automated this process, yeah.
It is not just written messages too.
Is there a
Unless
separate
there are
hand in there, or
No, but there are some mechanical looking, almost like a decent sized stick. About 6 inches long with a single button on it.
Oh, I see.
You would know from your experience that these contain audio recordings.
It's just,
Is there
there's
a
just gonna be-
package that's like weirdly
There's just
shaped
gonna
like a
be
bomb?
screams.
There's not.
Like, there's just gonna be
Are
screams.
these-
of
The dwarf,
people.
the dwarf smiles up at you for a little bit. "We listened to a couple of them from each side. And
Okay. And
they're quite entertaining." He pulls out one of the sticks from the half full side and hits the button on it, and all you hear is just a long scream coming from it.
From which side?
The half full side.
That's what I thought.
Not the side from Zips.
oh no, there's
And then
oh no. Yeah.
Fiddle sticks salted.
Oh god.
the message ends with the person still screaming in terror.
is anything legible, or is it just a scream?
Just like, oh shit, she got Dan. He was our best accountant. God damn it.
Pulls out another stick and hits the button, and all you just hear is, "Fuck you, God! Fuck you!"
Yeah, that's about right. I don't know which one that is.
At what point does
Reaches into the side that Zips came.
Oh.
And there are 12 of these audio recorded messages, which have all just been bound together.
Oh!
Clicks play on the first one, and it's just a long stream of cuss word after cuss word after cuss word. And the audio recording cuts off in the middle of one of the cuss words. Clicks play on the second one, and it picks right up where the first one was.
Start with, no, you no good son of a motherfucking dip. You fucking you never get. It just keeps going and going and going. She's somehow getting faster as it goes
For
on.
all 12 of them.
Yeah.
I walk up behind Cog.
half expect?
I walk up behind Cog, put my hand on his shoulder, and say,
No, Taryn's caffeinated.
"At least you
Taryn-
know she loves you."
Yeah. You know, this does mean that she misses me a lot. I think it also means that when I go home, I am so dead so very
How
quickly.
long are these sticks, and are they shiny?
They're about 6 inches long, primarily wood and steel, so there's a bit of shiny.
Taryn grabs this
Now, where are
screaming
you
one.
going?
Oh. It starts hitting the air with this as it screams.
I feel like these could be very good sound bites that would be very much so worth grabbing.
Oh my god.
What do
Can
you
I
mean?
grab a cup?
What do you mean? I need a distraction. Grenade!
Yeah.
Even funnier, something happens. You just hear from the hat. Ah!
The screaming one. Could you imagine a hat running at someone just screaming? I just go get him. Fuck you, Cogmaster. Fuck you, Cogmaster. Oh shit.
After that has happened, Tacky has jumped out of the hat
She's on
and is
Twitch.
digging through the
Yes.
chest and just grabbing random sticks. He
God.
then goes back up into the
There's
hat.
so much swearing from. I just.
Did you get some good ones?
You're like, I'll trade you this. Oh my god. There's just like sound bites coming from my hat. It sounds like a Discord chat.
I was gonna say, we do now have the Discord Nitro in that.
No, they got Discord Nitro in my hat.
Ow, my
The best part about this
Damn it.
is that I can bring this up at just the most inopportune
Yeah,
time.
you can't.
Don't click on something.
Wait, click on the Scotty one. Where
Is
is it?
Discord? Hello?
In ZTO.
Discord?
Too bad. Where are we?
No, not the people on Discord. Discord itself.
He's trying to use sound bites.
Not working.
Go back up.
Is dead.
That's only my favorites.
Anywho.
Is there a way for me to
Red alert.
send from this like? Yeah, it's just screams while hearing that in the background. Is there a way for me to send messages
That one
from
very
this
much
place?
so.
'Cause I-
Please no.
That is very much one of the audio ones
Yeah.
that you can hear.
I'm just gonna now canonically have a soundboard. I'm gonna grab my soundboard app real quick.
Who gave Valzora?
Endrith is gonna walk up to the dwarf and say, is there any mail for me? Endrith.
I'll have Bill check the back. Bill, is there any mail for Endrith? Bill's
Fetch me their souls.
here's some rummaging
Zips
around
as
from
soon
the
as
back.
we enter that city.
Yell back. No!
That sounds like me and my last
The
day
dwarf
bartending.
looks up at you. Bill said no. Bill said no.
Thank you for checking.
That's so good. Question for either of you is there a way for me to send mail from this place?
Yeah, anywhere you want to send it, we should be able to handle that. No problem from here.
Perfect. To the sender of the accumulated amount of messages for me here.
We know who she is.
Good. be afraid. I am. I'll be sending half of my earnings to her. I don't know if that's an automated, if I gotta go to HR for that shit, or if it's just gonna come right on over and go right over there and I'll get the other half.
Would you like to send her a message right now?
I'll have to think about my words wisely, so give me a second.
He reaches
before
down
I-
behind the desk and pulls out one of the audio recording sticks and hands it to you.
I would
Thank
like to.
God.
Hold down the button, speak into it. After you're done recording the message, just release it, pass it back to me, and we'll get it sent off right
Is
away.
it like a one take type
Okay.
deal?
Can I overwrite
Or
the
can you like redo it? Or
I
is it just
assume
like
it's
a
a
one
one-take.
take type deal
I
and
think
like
it's
one of
one
like
take.
it's
They're-
just
they're-
yell, ass and then it's just
God.
in there.
It's like, hold on, guys, I
It
gotta call my
takes
mom. And
a
then I'm, like,
lot
screams.
of work to redo the message recorded.
Sounds
So it
good.
takes a decent amount of time to take it off and then get a new one put in.
I
So if it's
almost
like
want to say
old
just
type recordings where
pass-
they would record stuff
pass
on
down
wax.
from atop the hat. Send
That's
this
it.
one.
No.
It's just one of the screaming ones.
I take it and just like
He
I press it for like one set. What? No, not that one.
Grab it back. Hand it to him.
you toss it to the dwarf. He takes it, takes a look at it. Noted.
God damn you! Fuck you both. First off, and second off, I pick up the hat real quick.
May I help you?
Question: what does the ceiling look like in this place that we're in right now?
It's a pretty high ceiling, just
No.
Is it
rafters
just a
across
normal
beams.
rafters? You say?
Yeah.
Great.
Oh God.
So I want to try and like take off my hat and throw them into the rafters
As
just for a little
you're
bit, just to get them away from.
This is my day.
you're throwing it up to the rafters, and as you're doing so, you hear a click. Fuck you, Cogmind! Fuck you!
Just fuck you. It just goes.
How high are these rafters?
Hi, how are you?
Enough for fall damage.
Hi.
They're a decent size, though.
Is it enough for
Fall
probably
damage
not for
starts at 20 feet, by the way.
I know.
Are we that high up?
We'll figure it out.
I'm just throwing them up
I don't know.
there,
Since
and
you're
like
so small, it might take
I
half the
take off my
distance.
hat and say,
I'm-
"Y'all
mainly
just
because
sit
there's
tight
a-
for a second," and I throw them up there. And
Depending
just
on
say,
how high it is, we might just move back out onto his head.
Ooh, okay. Before I throw you up there too, I like grab another handful of just some of Zips's shit, or no, the other people's stuff, and just like shove it in there and say, "Here, go keep yourselves occupied for a minute." I just
No
throw you-
longer care.
There's just like screaming as the hat flies. And then, with them out of the way now,
As
Cog-
you're looking up after throwing your hat, you're clicking into a stream of southern cuss words. You look down at the dwarf, he's looking at one of them and holding it. Well, I was curious as to what she was saying.
You don't want to know, buddy.
I'll have to keep some of these in mind for later.
She's a
I
clever-
swear, she's got a larger vocabulary than I do.
Yeah, me too.
If we ever need to deep fake a angry Zips,
Oh god. Oh god. You know, that's intimidation right there. That's intimidation in a bottle.
So, are you recording or not?
Yeah, I'll send her back something. Might as well.
We're live.
So now that people are awake, I can click the button. Hey Zips, I bet you're probably real worried about me right now, or at the very least, pissed all the shittereens, but just wanted to say fuck you too. You French tied side door, no good son of a bitch. And I'm sending back half
Click.
my earning. Fuck. Well, that might be the best that I can do here.
The dwarf takes it, goes back, and he opens a cupboard, and from it he pulls out what appears to be basically a mechanical pigeon.
Oh. Oh, I love
as
that.
soon as Terran sees the shape of that thing,
Is it
is right behind the dwarf, looking over his shoulder. I realize this is a dwarf, so Terran's just like,
He lays it down on the counter, pops open a compartment in its chest, puts the stick inside of it, twists and turns a few knobs, closes it up, brings it out to what appears to be like a long just pipe, sticks it inside of there, closes a hatch, pulls the lever, and you sure it's gone.
That's so cool. Well, I thank you, sir. And if you get any more messages from my sister, don't push play on them around HR. You'll not be here very long.
He pulls out what appears to be a smaller stick, thinks for a moment, twists, and makes a couple adjustments to it, to the knob and everything. Hands it back to you. This way we'll be able to reach you whenever possible.
Hey, cool.
A little similar to like a homing device for these.
Shit. Nifty.
sure it's
You
not a
just-
homing pigeon?
Yeah. I'm adding that to my inventory. Well, cool.
I suppose you group are the ones who took down the nightmare, aren't you?
That'd be us.
Well, in that case,
Rather
we
efficient.
have something for you.
Money? Do we have money?
This time, rather than calling for Bill, he walks out into the back room. Comes back out, holding
Bill's only the intern.
a decently hefty sack. Puts it down on the counter. This here is your group's payment for taking down the nightmare.
How much? Oh, it's Andrew's. Well,
Andrus
There
does
is a
grab
tag
it.
on it with the exact amount, which is 437 gold and 6 silver coins.
dang.
Did that already get? Because it wasn't automated to have.
All right,
That's what
stick
they
out
said
your
before.
hands.
Wait a minute. Wait, I'm
One,
missing. Oh,
two,
I run under the rafter that they're sitting on. Just fall. Aim for the head.
Screaming, falling.
The hat
You stick
is
the
big
landing?
enough where it probably just kind of like
Oh yeah, it
sail
would very
back. That is no doubt what is happening, but it's based on the size of Cog's head and how far out it sits from his head. It's wide brimmed enough that it is definitely a sail.
Oh yes, oh absolutely. With
It's
the,
got
the
enough
brim
drag
of
to-
it. It is a giant sun hat, so yeah. So it's. Do they stick the landing? You just
I think that's more on you. We're moving slow enough.
Yeah, I got you. Alrighty. Where gold? You say gold, fellas. We got gold.
How much was the gold?
437 gold coins and 6 silver pieces.
Holy shit!
That's not for everyone.
400.
437
Well, fellas,
and 6.
I'm just saying the other
Divided
ones.
by 2. 6.
Brady don't appear to be here,
1, 2,
so
3, 4, 5,
I
6.
think his cut just might be forfeit. If you know what
Huh?
I
He's
mean.
missed out on payment several times before.
Yours is supposed to be half, Xander.
Well, just saying.
Anyways, we have to
Mine is
divide
gonna be
4.
You're making us do
so
math
it's
during
437 divided by 5.5. How does that work?
6.
Divided by 6.
Divide by 6
We-
and then half cogs.
We
Zero
each
divided by
get
zero.
72 gold pieces and 8 silver. Do you have change?
72.
We can get it done.
Alright. And with 6 is bit.
How many do we get?
Andrew,
Andrew?
you did the math.
Yes.
70.
72 and 8 silver.
Not counting the extra 6, so it'd be 9 silver.
72
Yeah, 9
divided by
silver.
2. 36.
So the silver, are you keeping all that?
I'll send the change with her.
Okay.
She's got a little one of them old like fashioned mason jars that's just filled with coins. We keep it on this kitchen sink
Yeah.
next to the toe-to-totes.
Rather than a mechanical pigeon this time,
8.
for delivering
Nine.
heavier
Silver?
amounts, he pulls out what appears to be about the size of a falcon.
I love that there's like an animalistic like hierarchy of delivery.
What are you
of
talking about? This
goods.
is Tomahawk cruise missile.
It's a fucking. Oh my god!
I
it's
hope
so
you know, every time this man pulls out some sort of mechanical bird, Taryn is so intrigued. Sometimes just starts trying to talk to it in its native tongue.
Look, there's cat.
This dwarf has seen all sorts of weird things come through. He is
No.
actually surprisingly unfazed by Terrence.
I will turn you into gloves. I'm kidding. You are too.
Endrith, I
Miscolored
believe you
to
mentioned
be
something
gloves.
about getting a wagon now.
Yes. Would I know the
me
guild,
mu-
if the Hunters Guild has like loners or something like that?
Loners.
They would have something that you could they would either be able to sell you one or find a place for you to buy one.
I go over to what's our informant's name again?
No.
Deeks.
Deeks left.
The man who gave you the mission
Yeah.
was a silver-haired human by the name of Decker.
Did you just
Is
stick a
Decker's
vapor rub
around?
stick in your face?
Decker's
She smelled it. Yeah.
point us in, or was that
I'm
someone else?
congested.
That was someone else.
Okay. I asked
I
the
can
dwarf that's in there. Hey, is there any do you know if there's any cots or anything around here for sale?
Cots?
For travel.
Carts. Oh.
I think the guild has a few left over from some previous missions. If you give me a moment, I can go check out back and check our inventory, see if we have anything.
That'd be greatly appreciated, thank you.
After
I'm realizing now that if we're not at the city, it's gonna take a little more for me to procure like shit to do my stuff.
And I have half the money.
Oh well. It'll be fine, right?
After a little bit of searching, the door comes back up. You're in luck. We just happen to have one cart left.
This cat is really going. Do you have horses? Do you have any horses with that, or just the cart?
We could probably rustle something up.
Still something up that's terrifying. Right.
Wizard.
It's a lizard?
A ground.
Do you know how much that would be?
Well, that depends. Are you interested in renting the cart? Do you intend to return it, or
They're like, we have to destroy the cart.
what are your issues?
You should hold that.
No.
What do you guys think? Should we buy the cart, or how much is it to rent and how much is it to buy?
Renting will depend on how long you guys are out and what
It's not a shock collar. It's a muscle tensor.
God damn it!
what
That's worse.
condition you return the cart in.
I see how this could go very badly for us.
We should buy the card.
Maybe.
Well,
He doesn't trust
If we buy the card, then we can actually like sell it somewhere else.
true. Bucket. Wait, how much is it to buy the card?
I'm all for buying if we can afford it.
How much is it to buy the card?
Well, that raises another issue. If you're buying it, are you also intending us to supply the cart for you, or are you doing that on your own?
We'd probably supply the card.
And then are you intending to purchase the horses to draw the cart as well?
We can always sell the horses later.
Well, yeah, might as well just.
Yes, we'll probably buy
figure
about
out
3
how
to
much
4
we'd actually
horses.
Purchase everything.
It is a decently large cart, so I would very much recommend having 4 horses to pull it.
Right, we'll take 4 horses and the cart.
Taryn's listening to all this and wondering, like, why are they buying animals?
Cog's just thinking.
Don't worry, you're gonna have to help with this slavery.
We could just have Taryn pull a cart.
You can only wild shape for so long.
Or, me curing my own horses.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do have
carriages.
I do have a +6 on animal handling.
Bear drawn carriages.
Elephant drawn carriages.
Ride the
How long
elephant.
does the elephant last?
I think it's an hour.
It's an hour and it takes 7 days to recharge.
Ah,
not.
But I can wild shape into an elephant, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
true.
But you can only do that for about an hour.
Now,
How much is a wild? What?
another issue to bring up. Keep in mind, this is one of the guild's carriages, which means it's got a few special components. Do you want those fully stocked as well?
What are those special components?
Well, for one, there is of course a smuggler's compartment. We can keep that fully stocked with weapons, extra supplies, goods that you wouldn't necessarily want noticed.
I believe we can keep that empty.
No.
The cart also does come with a few smaller defenses, shall we say.
It's a fucking house inside. It's like a little door.
That's what I'm hoping for.
We'll take it all.
I don't think we really want to take that. That's a lot of money.
How much would it be for
How much
all
money
of
do you
it?
have, Valzilla? That's what I thought.
I didn't say anything. You didn't hear me.
So,
I haven't been saying anything.
but the horses, supplies, and the defenses fully stocked.
That we took. Crap.
Well,
Intending to purchase it, so you're not renting.
he's thinking.
All I'm picturing is, a dwarf sitting there looking up, and every once in a while looking at his fingers.
He's got an abacus.
We'll put that price right at about 250 gold for everything.
Okay. I have 52 gold.
I have 150.
And you're
Can
gonna help
I
with this one.
procure that money through my contacts in the artisan guilds?
You got a sugar daddy.
That is 40 gold pieces each.
42.
Yes,
I have
42.
52.
Guess what you're helping with, or you're walking?
God damn it.
How much
I
would
assume
it be
that's a good
without
idea.
the supplies?
Without the supplies, let's see, 6 of you, full supplies, drop it down to 220.
We're getting supplies. It's cheaper to do it through the guild anyways. Alright.
Keep in mind, I am cutting out supplies for the horses then too.
True. Yeah, it's cheaper to go through the guild for supplies anyways. Alright. We each need to supply about 42 gold each.
Oh my god. Y'all are paying for my drinks then. Here you go.
Keep in mind, you can have this bill be matched against your guys' next payment.
Yeah, that's not coming out of my next payment.
Okay.
32?
42.
Each throw in 42 gold. This is a team effort.
I agree, Anders, but here we are nonetheless.
Unless you want to be walking.
I walk.
I need to pack a lot of whiskey for this
You're
trip.
helping pull it.
I'll help pull it at this rate.
You need
It means
extra.
it'll save us extra money.
Taryn just reaches in, grabs his money sack and hands it over. Take what you need.
All right. I take out 42 gold.
I would take out
Taryn doesn't know how to count.
Taryn probably has more gold than Cog right now.
Does have more gold.
Before
than
this,
that.
I had 143. Now I have 101.
You have so much more than God.
Yeah.
How much do you have?
You're fucking
101
loaded.
now, and I just subtracted what I had.
Okay, but
I have
wait,
way more
the...
than you.
Well, yeah.
Where is it? The
Taryn
other
just
half
doesn't know
of
how to
my-
spend money.
How much do I have?
Yeah.
163.
After or before?
After.
Are you guys setting out on your journey?
Andrew
right
doesn't
away,
spend
or-
his money a lot because he doesn't need to.
What?
Are you all setting out on your journey right away, or are you?
okay?
I don't think we have anything else to do. Yeah, pretty much. I think I'm ready to go. I got all the
upstairs?
I don't
ammo I
know.
need.
Maybe I should look through my spells and see what components I need for them.
I got all the shit.
Not a bad idea.
Yeah.
The guild can supply.
Oh.
Most of my
Well, how
stuff.
much of this can I negotiate down with my contacts and connections through
I like
guilds,
this one.
my artisan guilds?
In the amount of time you had, I'd say you couldn't. If you had a little bit more, a few days to prepare, you could probably bump it down quite a bit.
Well, like if I say, hey, send a letter to X guild or whatever, could we just have it charged to them, or some sort?
The issue then comes up with the fact that that guild will then bill you unless you have favors to call in with them. So
Nah, that's fine. They could probably bill me. I'm sure I can pay them back.
Can you now?
Mercy.
I got some ideas, some irons in the forge, so to speak, that I think are well.
I give a list to. I'm gonna need these components to cast some spells. This is a list of stuff. It should be only like about 10 gold. It's like coal, bat fur, a clay model of a ziggurat.
That might be really expensive.
that's gonna be the expensive.
It's for tongues. It's a small clay model of a ziggurat. It's for
Okay.
tongues.
Do you know what a ziggurat
Any other
is?
components?
How big is the clay model as well?
A glass piece, a shard of glass.
That's no big deal.
So,
Yeah.
That it?
2 weeks
Yeah.
ago, we fixed up some stuff with my
Yeah,
character.
that probably will.
Yeah.
Oh, but
I forgot
work on
not
it.
to look through the new
The
spells I
reason
acquired.
it's
Yeah.
even that much
You're gonna
was
need
just
components for them?
Or
procuring
what?
the clay ziggurat. That's the hardest one for them to get.
What?
I have access to
Do
the
I still get the
Revivify
ziggurat?
spell.
Huh?
Do I still get the ziggurat or no?
Yeah.
Okay.
I can.
Yeah,
up
I'm
to
not
a
finding
minute, someone can get. I can
whatever
revive
fragment
them.
of that is
Yeah.
Delirium.
You have sage all.
for. Yeah, the
Don't you
delirium
need diamonds
fragment.
for that?
Because that's probably not even worth.
Diamonds
asking for.
worth up to 300 gold.
You could ask for it.
We need
That's 100 gold
diamonds.
though.
It is.
I don't have that one prepared. It's just I haven't looked through my spells since we added those pacts to my thing. I have access to Revivify now.
Nice.
That's
Arcanus, in answer to
he's
your question,
basically
you'd have to
sage, but if
you'd have to try and persuade the dwarf to put
Sky.
off a portion of the payment until you get in touch with the guild. So you'd have to try and persuade him.
Brandon,
Um,
with all that talk, I would have liked to also have mentioned I need to get my hands on a petrified eye of a newt, and I have no idea how much that costs.
You know what a newt is?
Could have just let it happen.
Store.
Walk across all of our laptops.
That one, he's gonna charge you.
I want to see.
Oh dear
We'll say
God!
10
Don't
gold
you dare
pieces.
do it,
Because that's
cat. That's a wire.
that's not a common one for them to have on hand.
Okay. How long do we think our journey's gonna take?
Goodbye.
How long do we on foot? How long is it? Or not on foot? With our carries and stuff.
It's gonna be close to 2 weeks.
Dang. Well.
Probably just shy. So
Yeah, can I get 3 of them?
I now understand
it's-
how material components work. And
first
I'm
of
very
all,
sad.
Or do they only have?
Because if it doesn't specify, how much it costs, I don't need it.
If
Oh
it
wait,
doesn't,
does it not consume it?
if it will say consumed upon use.
Like,
I don't
if
think
you
it
want to
does.
cast
If it
Identify,
doesn't,
you
then
just
you
need to
should
have
only
a
need
pearl, but it doesn't consume the pearl.
Or I need my focus.
Yes, that.
Where would it say consumes?
Focusing.
In the description or in the component?
Usually it
Okay,
says it in
so-
the components.
Do you have the spell up?
Okay.
Isn't?
It is not a consumed item.
Yeah, I'll
I
only
get
get one.
I forgot to
confused
take
as
that
why the
spell.
Technically, I was supposed to have it.
I was gonna take a spell. I forgot to take a spell.
Do you have a focus?
Jaren, do you need?
It's called counter spell.
If you
Oh.
I could take that. I forgot to.
even if you have a focus, you do.
Only if it specifies the gold amount.
Really.
I can pull it up. I just looked at it.
That is very useful to know because that means
Yeah.
there's a lot of.
I have a Yule wand, which is my focus. So if I want to cast Fireball, I don't need to have that on it.
I wonder if that
very useful
applies
for
to
when I go
mul-
back to playing Grog
Wait a
I
minute.
want to
Wait.
go over that with for
as
other.
a bard.
Here, I'll read it off here, if you want.
Go ahead. Do it.
Material. Casting some spells requires particular objects specified in the parenthesis in the component entry. Okay. A character can use a component pouch or spell casting focus in the equipment in place of components specified for a spell. But if a cost is indicated for the component, a character must have that specific component before he or she can cast the spell. If a spell states the material component is consumed by the spell, the caster must provide this component for each casting of the spell. A spellcaster must have a hand free to access the spell's material component or hold a spellcasting focus, but it cannot be with the same hand he or she uses to perform somatic component.
The other thing to notice for each spell is that it'll say every now and then it'll say like VSM,
Which
is
is
like
And as material.
vocal, somatic, and
Material.
material.
There's
Which means if it has all three of them, it's a material component spell. It also has a vocal portion of it, and you also need to be able to use your hands to get
That
it.
is a ritual.
Most spells require chanting
You know what's funny?
mystic words.
My weapon's a focus for me.
The words themselves aren't the source of the spell's
Mine's
power,
not.
rather
That
than
is-
predicting combination of sounds, pitch, resonance,
Mine's not.
shreds.
I was gonna
thus
bring that up.
character-
Because I wasn't sure if your pack weapon technically counts as a spell.
It does.
If we are keep
The
in
issue then
mind,
becomes
if a
that-
character is gagged
You need to have a
Area
weapon summon in
silence?
order to.
Yep.
or
Yeah.
silence, they cannot cast a spell with a verbal component.
Can't remember. I might also have a component.
But okay, that's where people like Arcanas come in, where so long as they have means of communicating whatever it is that they're trying to do to the greater powers that cast it, they're good. Because I saw a build of a warlock, like what is it? They were like a jackrabbit, just straight up a animal.
Heron gun.
Yeah, using so they can't speak, they're mute, but they're a warlock. So instead they use like not hand signals but like flags basically, because there's a language that uses like wavings of flag and stuff. So like this little hare is literally just like twirling a flag and then points
interesting-
and then just fireball.
The interesting one for this campaign specifically is Arcanus, because he speaks using sign language.
Yes.
So if it has both a verbal and a somatic
Oh.
portion of the spell, where you need to A, speak and also use your hands, he's going to speak using his hands, but then also do the symbols with his
It's-
hands or whatever.
I think it's awesome. I think it's so cool.
I mean, I could have a setup where I like do a single
Eric,
hand
what's your
command,
AC?
which starts the verbal component of a spell,
14.
while then using my hands for the somatic part of it.
I'm not against however it works. I'm fine with letting it work. I just think
it's
it,
so
it
cool.
would look really cool, or however he does it.
It's so cool.
Just sitting there, Kakashi Hatake. And
Yeah,
Handsome.
literally fucking like shadow clone jutsu, like.
This has,
and
guys, you're
just
overthinking this. He has a record button.
I don't know if that would technically
Click
Work.
play.
All you're gonna see is my hands flashing.
No one
signals,
walks
and
away.
You're gonna be seeing some important things happening.
Okay, anywho.
If it's gonna be 2 weeks, I want to get on the road as soon as possible because, to be honest, the idea of spending 2 weeks straight with all of you is gonna be mind-numbing, and I hope to God we pack enough whiskey to get through it.
I assure you, the wagon will come adequately stocked.
He like full 2 hands, both shoulders, just. Thank you so much.
Here's the issue with that. Cog would have to sit on the ground.
to like.
Not kneel down, but actually sit.
He'd like. He is gonna like go down and just like praise him like, thank you, oh sweet Jesus, thank you. And they brought whiskey.
The cart will be ready out back in about an hour. Is there anything else you need?
No, that was yeah.
Whiskey. I think I'm set and ready to go. I just realized.
Sure enough, once you get out back, there's the cart ready to go, fully stocked with food.
What does it look like?
It is a large, like covered wagon almost style cart. And its outer
I'm not
layer
sorry, I'm sick.
is wood, but you'll notice it is thick walled. Upon closer inspection, you notice that the walls are each 3 layers. The outer layer is wood, but then the inner layer is wood, but then there's a middle layer that runs through it, which is metal plating.
Ooh, riding in security, I see. I'll
And
commend
upon
him on that, at
mentioning-
the very least.
Knowing that he mentioned something about a smuggler's component, notice that the base floor of the cart is
There's
sitting up
garbage over there.
rather high than normal. You notice several different trapdoors and everything sitting along the floor.
Well,
Yeah,
commend
4
him on
horses
that.
ready and raring to go. Fully stocked, food, water, whiskey.
I'm fucking ready to get in that bitch and get on the way.
Are we there yet?
I'll commend them on their wagon building. Admittedly, horse-drawn's a little barbaric
Would you like to
by our
drive?
standards. How the hell do you drive a horse?
That's what I thought. You sound like you knew how to do that, but Taryn, I need your help.
There's the irony.
What's up?
We gotta get these things going. You
What
want to
is-
give these a pep talk?
What
I
is
mean-
Taryn's reaction upon seeing the horses attached to the
Leave the
Taryn
cat
responds to what Endra said, looks over.
What about the rope?
These
These poor things.
they pulled the wagon
But why?
I agree with
to
him.
transport us.
Grow a backbone, let's walk. Taryn walks past the horses and the horses follow him.
There we go.
Well, shit.
You better run to get in the cart. then.
Yeah,
Endrith just pulls out wings,
Well,
goes
you're with me.
just
so
one big old flap, sits in the front.
I like latch onto it, my hat on, so therefore Bowser's on too.
So it's tacky.
What about the other 2?
Technically 3.
3.
The cart's leaving,
We're leaving
guys. You
Goldilocks
coming?
behind, guys.
Yeah. Oh my God,
Who's
we forgot
Goldilocks?
Fruity.
Who knows?
Yeah, quick.
Who's
hurry.
ready?
Everyone get on.
Yeah. Shit. We're going.
Do you know what a false hydra is?
Yes.
Do you know who Freedy is?
No.
Pretty much.
Oh shit. Yep.
I am not afraid to use it.
I fair. Well, hallelujah, we're on our way. Let's go.
We can't, we're already going.
I know. We're in the carriage and it is moving.
So Taryn,
Yes.
with you leading the way,
Walking.
Yeah.
are you just following just like the main road that leads out of the city?
I don't know where I'm going. I would.
Oh shit.
Whichever way the horses were facing.
Dude, does
I do direct the horses to where we're supposed to go and say,
Okay.
Taryn, it's this way, bud.
Okay.
No.
No.
Yes.
He's led by the earth beneath his
Hendrik,
feet.
you're sitting in the front seat, so you notice that up there are a couple things meant for the driver.
Mm-hmm.
There is a crossbow sitting at your feet,
Oh, how fun. Not gonna need that though.
meant for defense. But there's also a map showing the route you guys would need to take. On that map, if you follow the main road all the way there are a total of 5 villages that you guys could stop at, both for resupply if needed, as well as places to stop to gather any information you can about the blood demon. 2 of the villages, about halfway through your journey, have been marked with a red circle, indicating that those are the 2 villages who've been reporting offenses.
Pen.
There is actually a pencil, but it has no eraser, and it also doesn't look like it works.
Well, I'm a believer in pens.
As am I. I agree. Cog, looking at all of this, is very just
I
like
think I hear Mom.
you're having horses move wagons, and they stashed you with a crossbow. My God.
You know, not every place is as technological as your city.
I'm just saying,
Cog's
using
gonna learn
animals
this
for any
fast.
of it's so archaic. And crossbows? You're firing it with string? That didn't even go through the wood, not even the metal, let alone.
Please tell me it's a heavy crossbow.
Is it?
Pea shooter.
Oh.
Toothpick
It's a light
shooter.
crossbow.
Oh, there you go. I mean, I'm happy they stocked us. I think it's a damn good wagon design. But I'm just saying, you add a rotor to the damn thing, you add a motor to the rotor, and get them on the shaft, and you start moving them wheels all by yourself, lickety split.
Would you have liked me to increase the cost of the wagon by about...
Thank you.
Cog will make those modifications later.
I'll give them my business card. They can acquire my businesses
Anyways.
elsewhere. I'll make money off of them.
Have we left the city yet?
Does
By this
anybody
point,
else
yes.
in this car know how to drive a wagon? Except for me? Is it just me?
Hey, Tacky, you know how to drive a wagon. Tacky!
I win.
Taryn falls back a little bit.
I don't
Next
think
to,
Taryn
you know,
knows
the
how
driver's
to
seat.
drive.
Who needs a drive wagon?
No, I
Has
just
tell them
Taryn
what to
ever
do.
seen a horse?
No, still no. I just beat Tacky. Tacky got distracted.
Oh my God.
Well, yes, you do tell them how to do it.
You know, because you were in the hat still this whole time, haven't you?
Yeah, no, I beat Tacky now.
Upon hearing you say that, Taki starts mumbling.
Round two.
No,
What is
that was
this game?
13.
What is this
More than
game
likely,
that you're
I'll
playing? What?
Anders and Arcanus, do you two know how to drive a cart?
Technically I can drive a cart. The one I have though is kind of doesn't have wheels and it flies in the air. So
Got it, you're book smart.
That's the proper way of transportation. Arcanus has a good point here.
You know, not everybody is technologically advanced as you two.
Well, one of us
Anders,
is
you would
literally
know.
well, it
technology.
should be.
Yeah,
Anders, you would know how
that's
to drive a
racist to Arcanus. He literally is technology. Is he? I forget how that works. It don't matter.
He's not a warforged.
Isn't he?
He's very inhuman.
Oh, that's right. Well,
With
I
the-
know I can at least teach
Box
Taryn
uses
really
his
easily how
hands.
to
yeah, he uses that
help
to communicate.
drive this,
Fucker.
so we can take shifts.
I feel like
Taryn's
Anders.
fast learner. Taryn doesn't need sleep.
I
You have
feel like
Taryn who can
Anders
just
out of anyone.
lead the horses. You can drive it, and then Anders. for
Yes,
sure.
but if he gets on, we go faster.
I'm not.
I could
We're
literally
going-
just tell the horses what to do.
Yes. We're at his walking speed.
That's a fair point.
If
can
he gets
also-
on,
He doesn't
then
need
we're
to
faster.
drive them. He can just talk to them.
Yes.
I will.
You need to teach him nothing.
I have an idea for when we stop.
Taryn,
Well, we're outside the city, right?
Hmm?
Are we outside of the city?
Yeah.
Okay. At this point, Taryn yells something unintelligible to the horses in horse speak.
Unintelligible to the horses or unintelligible to us to the horses?
Unintelligible to you.
Yes. Unless
The
you
latter.
speak horse.
Which one is
Do you
latter.
speak horse?
the latter?
The one that goes up.
The
The
last
second
one.
option.
I don't know. I could cast tongues. I maybe could understand then.
Do you want to waste that
Also-
on understanding what I'm telling the horses?
Just a short rest. Just a short rest.
You know what?
And-
Fair.
And Taryn proceeds to put 1 foot up on the. I'm assuming there's a step somewhere to the driver's
Yeah.
area. 1 foot up on the step, yells something to horses, and they take off.
Now we're moving. There we go. Ooh, wait. Okay, I wanted to do this when we stop, but fuck it. I'm gonna take off my hat real quick and like shake out. Say, Bowser, get your ass out here.
I'm
Bowser.
busy!
No, you're not. I flip it upside down.
Tacky fall out too.
Tacky's the first one to fall out.
Ha ha! And then I fall.
There you go.
While you're yelling at Tacky yells back to you, I win this time.
No!
What the fuck are... Okay, what the hell ever. You! Pick you up. I said...
Tacky grabs 3 of the sticks.
Oh. Fucking...
They're flying sticks.
Oh my god, you were... You fuckers! Anyways...
Holds out his
here.
hand to Bowser. I win, you give me one now.
Fine. Throw one at him.
I like... I
Depends
pick
on
up
the button.
Bowser, and I like set him next to Endrith. I'm just like, you ever seen a goddamn horse? And I point. Because you have
Why
never...
was this so important?
You have never seen a horse, and I want to see how you'd react to just seeing a creature like that.
Why was this I'm
you
going
ever
back. I'm
seen
lost.
Entertainment. Yeah.
So you set me in front of the horse and
Yes.
asked me that?
Yeah.
I stand up, turn around, go back in the hat.
Well, fuck.
Tacky
No, so
the
you don't
horse,
need to stay in the hat.
What's
There's
in the hat?
also secret compartments for you to chill.
holds up the stick that Bowser tossed him. Clicks it. Fuck you, Cogmine Stroke. Fuck you.
Fair.
Goes back to the hat.
You know,
I was
you don't
curious.
have to stay in the hat. There's like secret
Buddy.
departments.
Buddy, I've been telling them this the whole time, and the responses keep getting worse. Now they have sticks for saying shit to us.
Taryn, the horses start
Just
kind of
the
making a ruckus.
scream
Taryn
stick.
yells back them in horse, and then turns to Tacky and Valzor. Would you guys stop disturbing our transportation?
Thank you.
Thank you indeed.
They would much appreciate kicking you in the head about now.
Were you talking to us?
The horse.
Yes.
I think we start paying attention by now.
I
do
will
too.
need one of you to roll me, we'll say, a survival check to see how the day's travel goes.
Not me.
Probably me
please.
because I'm driving the car.
I was gonna say, it was the
Wasn't-
best survival.
Well, no one's driving at this point.
No, I was.
He's the one in the
Also,
driver's seat. I'm the one controlling the horse.
Sue.
Whatever. We'll roll others later.
I don't care who does it.
What is my? Do I have a modifier for
What?
that?
What's your survival?
Oh, I have a +3
10.
to that.
Right in the middle.
What's yours?
3.
What's
Dang.
your modifier?
Mine's only 2, but I'm driving. So
Eric has a +3. Wow.
for a city kid, that's impressive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you think I survived?
It's on.
True. He was down in the depths of hell.
Probably it's probably gonna be like
I'm glad I
disadvantage
didn't.
for you.
What?
It's probably gonna be like disadvantage for you.
All in
He
all,
just wants anyone.
it's a decent day's travel. Uneventful, nothing too noticeable. As it begins to draw later, you guys start looking for a campsite. You can see a small branching pathway which appears to lead to a clearing.
Mm-hmm.
Upon entering the clearing, you notice a small ramshackle hut just sitting out in the middle of the clearing.
Close the tab.
I know.
Smoke coming from the chimney. Not in the best state. Roof needs to be repaired. Some of the shutters are falling off.
What kind of terrain is this? Flatlands, forest?
It's a bit of forest. Immediately right outside the city is a large forest that you guys would have to travel through. But then, as you start getting past further into the farther out of the forest, it'll end up becoming like rolling hills. Still woods and trees. But
It's a very
Currently-
wooded area.
yeah, currently you guys are in a large forest. Nothing like your homeland, but decent size.
Well,
This is just a woods compared to my homeland.
I might become a little less acclimated to the surroundings, but I can still put up a good fight here.
Yeah.
If we need.
Is this a soft cover?
Otherwise, I'm
Wagon.
passing out.
Someone say
random.
fight.
Hopefully not.
What
I
am I-
was implying that if it comes to it,
I want
can
to do
still
my sword
so.
thing because he said fight.
No.
What was the thing?
I'm
we're
just
going after?
imbuing it with
I'm
my
putting it down
stuff.
notes.
I'm just doing the
Blood
Blood
freaking.
demon, thank you.
Currently, you're just in a clearing with.
You better not be bleeding in my hat.
I don't know what you're talking about. I take 3 damage, by the way.
Damn you, fucker.
Stream of blood falls down your face.
No.
Just
Ugh. It's so awful.
right down the bridge of the nose.
Oh.
I don't even think I bleed from it.
It's internal damage. Emotional
I
damage.
just have to take emotional. I have to yell at my blades. Except it's a metal surface, so I'm just yelling at myself.
It bounces back. You yell at it, but it yells back at you, just slurs.
You hear just.
Can I imbue
So there
it
was
twice
a
if I
cab. Sorry, there was a cabin.
Fuck you, fuck
Yeah,
You're
pretty
just
ramshackle.
boosting it as the
I'm
voice.
messing
Smoke
It has
coming out
smoke
of it?
coming from the chimney.
Smoke coming from the chimney, yeah.
Any signs of signs of who's there or anything?
The shutters are falling off the windows, but you can't see through the windows. They're pretty dirty, and the curtains are drawn.
So do we take our chances by going a little farther
What time
forward
is
or
it?
seeing?
It's getting late. You don't know when the next clearing will be. It could be a few hours away, but the sun is beginning to sink lower. Probably getting
Well,
closer to like.
Guess we
6.
probably should camp here for the night.
Well, I'm not.
I would like to
free to
roll a
check it out.
perception check to see what I see. Keep in mind I have dark vision.
It's not dark yet.
Well, I didn't. You said it was beginning to get evening, so I didn't know how far that would go.
Go ahead.
Feel free to check it out.
Taking it with me.
I am rolling horrible
Taking the hat
tonight.
with
You. I was gonna say you prepared
13.
your blade. You should go. Also, I'm keeping the hat. You can go on your own.
What'd you say?
This
I'm not
13.
going.
13.
Very lucky number.
Arcanus. Would you like to roll perception to see if there's anything you notice?
I got a nat 20 and a 26 total.
Ooh, nice.
He's rolling nice.
Good rolls.
I think I need to.
You've seen this cabin before. This hut.
Someplace I've been before.
It's relatively familiar.
Oh.
The thing is, you saw it in a different location.
Oh.
This was not where you saw it last.
The flag has gotten very red.
I recognize it as friendly, not hostile, kind of a.
You've had several long conversations with the dweller.
Oh, okay. A dear friend of mine then.
What's his name?
What is
What's
it?
their name?
Jeff.
Is it Bob?
I'll go
Is it Bob?
introduce him, or knock on the door at least, and say hi to him.
I'll follow.
How about the rest of you all?
I'm staying back because someone needs to stay
I
with the
tell-
carriage.
It's fine, guys. He's chill.
He just
I
like
want to
that.
introduce you to him. He's a good dear friend of mine. We've had many long conversations tonight
Plug's a
about
little weird, but he's chill.
mysteries of the world and technologies. And
Yeah,
archives.
yeah, technology. Fuck it. Why not? Well, I'm going then.
Before we go over there, let's tie up the horses and
Probably a
get
good
them
idea.
unhitched so they are comfortable for the night.
What are ropes? What is with you people?
I use nuts and bolts, so don't look at me. A little more. Nope, not good.
I am working with unprofessionals.
Damn right.
Keep in mind, you are with a person who can literally just tell horses like, "Hey, roam, but come back here when you're done."
Talk to the horses.
Taryn unhitches them in the most obvious way. you can find.
free!
no, Jared, no.
That's why I said roll the nat one.
He asks the
Endrith will be
horses to
leaving.
fill their bellies and get rested up for the morning. But stay safe and let him know if they see anything. He'll be listening.
Arcanus, upon knocking on the door, you hear a very familiar voice calling to you. Ah, yes, please, do come.
Can't remember if
Opening the
And
door,
I,
You see
walk
Logan.
in and I,
Taryn is like,
see,
they're
what was the name
do
of your
exactly
group?
what I tell them
Told
to.
me.
hang on a minute. Are the rest of you guys following him in right
Yes,
now?
I
Yeah,
followed right behind.
Keep in mind, this is a doorway that Cog needs to duck to get through.
Dang. Dang. Okay.
It's not short by normal standards, but it's Cog would definitely hit his head against.
It's normal. Dang it! It's
It's-
normal people sized. I forget we're not in
How
the
tall are
city.
you?
That I'm 7.5 feet tall.
Yeah.
I would not fit through that doorway.
Upon
Okay, for a comparison, think have you seen Unexpected Journey Hobbit first movie, right?
I don't know why you're talking to me. about
I'm
this
6
either.
foot
I know what
IRL.
you're talking about.
Lord of the Rings.
Add another 1.5 to my height, and that's
I
how
was
tall
thinking
Cog
Dumbledore
is.
trying to get into Bilbo's hole.
Gandalf trying to get into the
Well,
world.
so you said Cog was 7.5?
Yes.
I don't think you're 6 foot.
Either way,
They
upon
I'm 11.5, and they were like, "We have to give you a 6 foot." I was like, "Fine."
okay.
What?
Upon entering this building, you duck your head underneath the door to find an actually very well done interior. Polished wood floor, fine carpet put over it. There's a fireplace, smoke going up the chimney, table set up,
Damn.
big armchair. The most interesting thing is the walls are completely lined with stock full bookshelves.
Huh?
Strangest thing about it is that when you look up, you can't see the ceiling. It's just a continuous stream of bookshelves rising all the way up
I
to
think
the point where you can't even see where they end. Arcanus, you've met this man before. A good old friend of yours by the name of Aristotle.
Aristotle?
Aristotle, how are you, my friend?
I'm doing quite well, Arcanus. It is good to see you.
What does Aristotle look like?
Aerosol.
Before we get too far into
The head, the
That's
arm,
for
I'd
Breeze
like to
doing.
introduce you to the whole group, and I just introduce Aristotle to everyone I've just met.
the armchair, which had its back facing from the armchair, which had its back facing to you all, rises a 6 foot tall, appears to be a human male, shoulder length, white hair, and a full beard, decent length. Appears to be a bit on the older side, holding a leather-bound book, identical to every other single book in the bookshelves. They all share the same back, same spot. None of them are labeled.
What color are the books?
Brown.
Okay.
Eric, are you getting the same vibe as
Zillion? No. Zillion is like 4.5 feet
If you're
tall.
going Beatrice and the Forbidden Library, also no.
I don't know what you're talking about. There's a reason I checked the color of the book.
Goddamn.
No. In his other hand, he holds a quill pen, which has been dipped in ink, and he puts it back in its stand. Closes the book, sets it down. Wonderful to meet you.
Did Tacky put something in the whiskey, or is there no seal into this place?
Oh, there is a seal. It's just rather difficult.
Taryn looks up. Reminds me of the library at home.
Oh,
Tom.
yeah.
This one has much more books though.
Damn. Well, yeah.
For reference,
Right.
Taryn has told you that his house was a giant tree.
Yeah.
Why do you have so many books?
I
You
did
can
say
read.
so many less books.
As Arcanus
Nailed it.
says, I am Aristotle, the archivist.
Archivist?
I'm gonna kill you. I'm actually going to kill you, you motherfucker. You watched the Magnus Archives?
Isn't that an audiobook?
Yes.
Endrith walks
How
up.
do you watch
It's
those?
amazing.
Nice to meet you. My name is Endrith.
The Archivist.
Aristotle holds out his hand.
Endrith shakes it.
I'm assuming you're one of them, aren't you?
I love it. Straight to the point.
Yes and no.
Okay.
They are narrators. They concern themselves with the world and its future. I'm an archivist. I am more concerned about the world and what has happened beforehand.
I love this character so much already. It's so cool. That's so cool.
Interesting.
Cog's gonna ask the obvious of the hell you're riding in there, and why is it everywhere and very tall?
Because
Volume 1?
His pocket.
Because this here is everything. Everything that ever has happened. Everything has been written.
Oh, I know
down.
what movie this is from.
Once again, the Magnus.
This is giving me Black Butler and the Grim.
Haven't
the Grim
seen it.
Library.
Yeah, that's accurate.
Every
Does that
book
mean
has,
we can
like-
find information on our target here?
Oh
You
my
probably-
god! Wait a.
I'm not looking for it.
You can ask
Do you
him.
mind if I look for it?
What are you looking for exactly?
What's the name? The Blood Demon.
We're looking for the blood demon.
Which one?
I don't like that answer.
The one that's running around right now, killing a lot of people.
The most recent of the blood demons.
Yes.
Sure.
There have been several throughout the centuries.
I was gonna say the worst answers if I say the one running around right now and you say which one.
Which one?
Most recent is
That one, yes.
That one. Tell us about that one.
Yes,
Where
the
is
one
that?
that is roaming around this area. Several villagers have reported it.
I cannot give you its exact location.
Only where it's bad.
Pretty much.
Right.
Everything is consistently changing. Time is always moving forward. Things are always being rewritten.
God, he sounds like Zips when she's drunk.
I will say this. The blood demon is not exactly what you would expect.
It's a mosquito.
What is the what it is?
Expect.
Everything always changes. Keeps life exciting.
You say what?
The blood demon is the result of a very specific item that a person has come in contact.
What might that be?
It's not entirely unlike the item that you came into contact with, Hendrith.
Hello.
Oh, you mean this one right here? I hold up the ring.
Yes, it is.
Oh, shiny.
No.
It is different in many ways, but of similar nature.
So you're saying a narrator probably gave it to him?
More than likely not.
Interesting.
As I said, there's been many blood demons through the century. This item has moved around quite a lot.
So what you're saying is this item creates the blood demon, in a way.
In a way, yes, it can, if you are not careful to use it properly. It is also not an item from a narrator.
Interesting. Demon, maybe?
I don't like where this is going. Where did you get this ring, by the way?
A drunkard.
Man.
That makes me so concerned. Why did he have that?
Like I said, I believe it is a gift from a narrator.
Is that ring from a narrator?
Possibly.
He just said that it wasn't.
Endrith?
Yes.
Yes, it is.
Well,
Which one?
Meant for him?
Which narrator?
I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it.
Do you want to know which narrator?
Can I know which narrator it's not?
We're gonna narrow it down. Slowly but carefully, guys.
I fucking love that.
I know which narrator.
It was not given to him by Argus.
Which one is Argus?
Which one's Argus?
That'd be the narrator of Protection and Justice.
Oh, I've heard of
Oh,
Helm.
good enough, I guess.
Argon.
His methods
That's the name of
of
Cog's dog.
Cog has a dog.
From the book.
conveying with people are much more straightforward and blunt.
Well,
Would
Good to
asking
know.
this information take away information I could ask later?
I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that.
I would like to know which narrator gave this to me, but I also wish to know something else.
What else do you wish to know?
I wish to know if my wife is still alive.
oh,
That's rather difficult for me to answer.
Because the DM doesn't know if he wants it back or not.
He gestures to the bookcase, and you notice as they start to twist and move down, almost as if it's changing levels.
I would
It
like
doesn't go
to.
too
I would like to
far.
point out that the Terran this entire time has been running his finger along the bookcase. It just starts moving.
It doesn't move too
Here,
far,
you
however,
broke it.
before he gestures to one shelf, whereas every other shelf is stacked full. This has one book missing.
Missing.
That there is holds all the or as much information concerning your situation. Fortunately, I no longer possess that book. I loaned it out to another member of my family.
You're not a narrator.
it's so
Sorry,
fucking
Fox.
wild.
No, I loaned it out to an error.
Fuck.
You're okay. So no, it means that narrators are related to the. I don't remember what it's called.
Archivist.
I feel like it's the same way of like god, demigod type thing. Narrator,
Yeah.
archivist.
Well,
type.
no,
Maybe it's like type.
Yeah, that might be a
Archivists
wrong-
are
It's-
like
it feels
past,
more like
while
the
narrators
fates
are future.
Oh, well.
in a way, I don't.
We got the
Just kind of
secretary
thought I
over
got.
here, the
They're not really
the
influenced
record
by
keeper.
Fates, but that's
This
not
is just a
what-
business.
I was gonna
Arcanus?
say it's a
What's the other two right?
it's like cousins.
I'm
of the
trying to put
same
down narrator
pantheon.
notes. I'm actually starting to take notes now.
You're right.
So there was Jakan.
Jakan, thank you. I just need names. Jakan,
The purple one.
which
Jakan?
is
Jakan?
chaos.
Yep.
That's chaos. Okay.
And then what was mine?
Fallon.
Fallon, thank you.
I do. Not
And that's the only
remember
ones I know.
that. Did we get the name of the
Bodhi.
one?
Oh yes, and Bodhi.
Was Bodhi the one that?
Yeah, introduced
Do we
to
know what the
Wait,
narrator?
what is
of?
Bodhi?
that he had a name.
Truth and Light.
Truth and Light. Gotcha.
What is Bodhi?
Truth and Light.
Truth is that okay? That's so fucking cool.
He was covered in snow.
Is that intentional? Did you come up with these names yourself?
Each name is derived from another name that means protection,
Well, yeah.
Okay.
You can tell that for that one.
Well, yeah.
light.
What is it? Because so far they've been a lot of mythological stuff. Because Jakan is very close to the one name for like the ancient Egyptian serpent of like death and destruction, and then what is it? Bodhi, the
When-
Japanese goddess of light and truth, is the Bodhisattva.
When Thomas mentioned, when he gave you the
It's
archivist
so
name
good.
Aristotle, and Thomas said Aristotle,
Yeah. Yes.
that is what I based his name on.
Hmm.
Ah.
Aerosol. Can you stop hurting the ozone?
Nope.
Who did you lend this book out to?
Let it die, let it die. Let it rip, stand
I loaned it out to Jakan.
Oh.
To whom?
We're getting all the fucking everything today. This was the day Betel Geese left.
If you are interested, I can arrange for him to meet with you and
No, thank you.
No, thank you.
We don't.
He has
we don't-
already met with me
Yeah.
multiple times.
He's. We don't know.
I'd like to
as
keep
he
him
does
away,
possess my book, I can have him give you the knowledge that is within it.
That's fine. Does he have any other books currently?
No.
Good.
He hasn't published them.
Can you
now.
do me a favor and not give him any of mine? Please.
That's a crazy request. I love that.
We'll see how things go.
That's
Terran
fair.
spins
You're
around.
asking the
anyways,
gods who hold all
please.
knowledge to not exchange your data with third-party companies.
I did not sign the. I did not sign this EULA. Thank you.
Oh God.
Please don't judge
Oh.
Jakan too harshly.
Too late, buddy.
There are events that you don't quite know what happened. Endrith, I believe you might have just barely gotten a taste of Jagon's past. Yes.
Taryn turns around. I don't know about that nature hating good for nothing, but he doesn't know shit about the natural order.
I mean, I think he'd actively go against the natural order.
He
That's kind of his
wasn't.
job.
He wasn't always this way, and he wasn't always the narrator of trickery and chaos.
I thought trickery was the other one. No, this deception and assassination.
There's a
That's
difference.
ours.
I don't remember the assassination part.
What do you think's mine?
That makes a lot more sense, actually.
Yeah. There's a difference between
Taryn-
destruction and deceit.
Taryn walks up to not Aristotle. No.
Aristotle?
Also,
Aristotle.
chaos is not
Yeah.
destruction.
Walks up to Aristotle and asks, "How much information do you have here?"
Oh.
Anything that happened before now. And before now.
If
And
you,
before now.
Who's writing it down?
the pentacles just.
He reaches to the book that was currently sitting by his desk, opens it, and you notice as ink just magically starts to appear going down across the book.
Is this whole whole conversation too?
Do you have to run? Do you ever run out of ink?
No.
That's good.
Wait, are you still in my hat?
I don't know. I
Yeah.
don't.
Okay. Even the
I have
narrators are just
no fucking.
the narrators are just like, yeah, talking to the hat.
He's used to it.
Well,
He's
have you
written
ever-
down?
Have you ever heard of Terra? He looks up quizzically.
Yes. You have a very interesting history, shall we say.
Well, at least one of us knows about it.
So all of the lore bombs are just being thrown at once here, and I love it.
How much do you want to remember?
We're gonna get a whole different character, guys. Yep. Taryn's gonna be turning into a warlock or a wizard or
His-
whatever.
His old epithet was Terran the Warlord. Destroyer of all.
I'm the terrible.
Oh shit! Terran the Terrible. Fucking love that.
As soon as
Oh,
as soon as he says the word remember, Taryn's back almost unnaturally straightens up from a hunched over form.
I want to shoot it.
And he's like, remember? I don't know if I want to remember that.
I'll give you a hint.
Oh shoot.
The bookshelves once again begin to move for significantly longer amount of time before finally
Taryn
resting
is
a
quite
stop.
well.
He gestures to the bookshelf and one of the books comes off and comes down into his hand. He opens it and begins flipping through the pages. As he does so, the room almost appears to be filled with a gust of wind. As a smoke begins to fill around the walls of the room, hiding the shelves behind it. You can see flashes of images. What appears to be a very well-to-do village full of elves going about their daily lives. That image slowly begins to fade. You notice almost as if a shadow is lurking over the village. The next image that comes is just the ruins of the village. See a few figures searching through the rubble, through the corpses that remain behind. Actually, a surprisingly large group of individuals. You hear a cry come from the wilderness. Sounds to be the cry of a beast, but none that you would recognize. all of the people's heads snap to attention. You notice that wolves, bears, all sorts of animals start to file into the village. The people who remained in the village and were searching through the rubble back off and begin to run. That image too fades. The next image that appears to be normal forest. You can only see the tops of the trees. As the image draws closer to the ground, you see the bodies of man, elf, beast, lying on the ground. One figure slowly walks through the carnage. That image too fades. The wind dies down. The smoke begins to clear as Aristotle closes the book.
Do any of you look at Taryn?
Oh, I'm staring at Taryn. About to say, what the fuck?
I dare not look at Taryn.
He is standing
I don't think
there,
you can.
straight-faced, almost dead to everything around him, a single tear rolling down his face.
Was the person walking, was that Taryn?
Do you ask that?
No. Well, I asked the DM.
Okay.
Figure
From
had its
table.
back turned.
Taryn? You alright there, bud?
Did that jog your memory? By any chance?
My home.
Mm-hmm.
I can't remember exactly what happened to my home. But that does remind me of where the rest of it went. Thank you for showing me. Reminds me of what I fight for.
I.
From the other eye, a single tear.
It took me a minute.
I was gonna.
And then he reverts back to his crazy form, trying
I-
to forget it all.
The like honest that just happened before us. I kind of like sit there and turn to Arcanus and just ask, "Why the fuck are you casually friends with this guy?"
I think this is a good guy to be friends with.
I agree, but how do you just find someone who knows all, sees all?
He lets you.
He lets you.
But
You come
how
across
does
a
one
cabin
make
in the
a
woods.
connection like that?
He knows
I
you.
mean, it just started as me stumbling into his lovely abode here, and I got to talking about
Yes.
artificer things, and then, next thing I know, he just kind of appears wherever I'm landed and tied down to, and we just have a talk every once in a while.
Yes, Arcanus has given me many unique viewpoints and quite a lot of very intriguing and useful information. His history is a bit more lighthearted, shall we say, but it is nonetheless fascinating.
Ooh, that reminds me. Do you know about Bob?
yeah, I want to know his real name too. I don't think I actually want to know Death's real name.
Bob doesn't have a real name.
Okay.
Can
Taryn
we
now
give him a name?
completely.
No, Bob's
Bob.
good.
You've given him a name.
Yeah, Bob.
Taryn now completely
It's like
has
in this guy's
resorted back
actual
into his
records of everything. his
crazy
name is
normal
Bob.
self. It's like, Bob, I know Bob. Bob's a good friend.
Why do
There's a
I
lot
feel
of
like Bob was there on
unnamed
that day?
figures in this world, isn't there?
Well,
Yours is rather unique.
I'm sorry. Yours?
You would have to ask Endrith about his encounter.
Well, this ring is, it brings me to interesting places. I've seen people in a weird room. The last time I put it on, I met nobody. It's quite literally their name. I tried giving them a name, but they just forgot. It was just nobody. It's quite interesting. A really weird conversation.
I think you better lay off the wine for a
The
few
ish-
days.
I don't
Months.
drink. I told on the ring.
The
Fucking
issue with nobody is that
no.
nobody once did have it.
But
it's
nobody
gone.
remembers.
That's the gist of it.
Do even you know his name? His old name?
I do not know who he used to be. I have theories about it. I believe nobody is tied into Jacon's past.
Sure was
Nobody,
interested in it.
I assume, played a central role in what led Jacon down his path to chaos. Yes,
So you've met nobody.
I believe so.
Just
Very.
Nobody is one of another figure who I know for a fact had a key role in Jacon's past. And that other figure would have been the youngest of us narrators. Narrator of Mischief.
Mischief.
Hey, Tacky.
Shut
Yes.
the fuck up.
I think we found you, patron.
Turns out it is
Really?
him. It just straight.
is. Yeah.
Aristotle holds us in. Now, hold off a minute on that.
But Tacky's useful, not Mischief.
The narrator of Mischief is unavailable, shall we say.
Gee, I wonder why.
He and Jacon were always very close. Then, don't know exactly what happened, but the narrator of Mischief was no longer around. Jacon had assumed a new title as narrator of Chaos. And nobody made his first appearance.
I don't like that.
Is nobody a narrator?
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't like that answer. Also, I've been wanting to try this. I poked the hat real quick. Hey, one of you two up there, hand me my goggles up in there.
Hand me my
What
goggles.
we're using.
What we're using.
Why? You can't see out of them. They're
That's
just metal.
the point.
God.
They make an excellent tic-tac-toe board.
Oh my! I reach in there and grab them out. Do I just
No.
see little like
Yeah, very much so.
you
Here's
fuckers?
Tacky. Damn it, I was winning that one.
I'm sure you. Well, all he had
They're
to do was-
tic-tac-toe boards with tic-tac-toe boards in them.
God damn it!
5D tic-tac-toe.
Yeah.
Ultimate tic-tac-toe. It's great. I love it.
God,
It's great. I know what it is.
It was on my DSI.
It's so good.
I
But
like
yeah.
scrub off whatever. Stop it. And I check the lenses. They're
Andrew
still
would like to throw a
kaleidoscoping.
pen.
They're all nice. I put them on and I cast. I've been wanting to do this. I want to cast detect magic, and just see what I see in this room.
That's not a bad idea.
Yup. I cast it and I.
Congratulations, you just got flashbanged.
I
Well.
was going to say, Thomas, do you happen to have like the flashbang sound effect on a soundboard somewhere?
Hold on, let me see if I do.
You would more. Congratulations, you just got officially flashbanged.
Well, I
in
want to,
D&D.
cause like,
Wait.
how much of it is magic?
Yes.
Let's see. What God.
Yes.
Final cock!
I see. Just. Is it just pure white?
Pretty much.
Glad I didn't
So,
do that.
well, because normally the other ends are the one that's glowing a little bit, because the
You sure
kaleidoscope
Valzo
stuff
would
like
be like,
lights up with the
"Why?
magic. I
What
feel
do
like
you
if I
see?"
take
And then
these
you
You
off-
can't even
himself.
see the the archivist narrator based by how much magic energies every single book.
He's emanating.
Yes.
I want to look
The
up.
very walls.
Like, do I see just like?
Have you ever looked at the sun?
Yeah.
There you go.
Are you saying?
Let me
anything?
give context. Yes, I've watched the solar eclipse.
Okay,
but
in
also-
character,
No.
are you doing anything? Saying anything?
I put it on for the 2 seconds that I like look around. I pull it off, and the glow is normally on that side. There's more on my face coming through by me pulling these
Take the
off.
brightest
Since
flashlight
you
in the
said
world.
something about it, at this point, Bowser would be like, "Why? What'd you see?" And then cast detect magic.
Now you're just gonna see it through your.
Yeah. Same.
Oh God!
He immediately drops concentration and cannot focus.
Oh shit!
Do you fall from the hat?
No.
Okay.
He
Because
stays
it-
in.
Yeah.
the
Tacky
weight
ca-
might shift.
Tacky
You're on
caught
floor
him.
2.
Tacky caught him.
Yeah. Tacky just screams you up to floor 2.
So I just see. So Andrews just sees Cog says.
You hear a
Let's
voice
just
yell.
see-
From, you hear a voice yell from the hat.
Do not detect magic.
Stay with me, Bowser. You know what? I take off my goggles and I'm like, you want to give it a try? It's still going.
No, I'm good.
I suggest that. He points at the archivist. You're one magical son of a bitch.
Well, I'm sure as you figured out, it's not just me. It's this entire
Oh,
place.
There's a lot of shit in
Is
here,
this
man.
place controlled by your magic, or is this place's magic?
That's what I was trying
Yes.
to initially
You?
see. Do
Yes.
I dare
Okay.
try to?
He is
Okay,
nice.
hear me out. Can I, for like a little bit, put it back on and try to like roll investigation while wearing
You have
the
to
magic?
take an
Would you like
Arcana
to find the
check
most
first.
magical book in this place?
Yes, because okay, hear me out. What if I do see like out of?
It's volume 1.
I could literally learn how the universe was formed, and let's say I make a weapon using that
Now,
power.
if we go by what's happened so far, it's at the top floor. Because Endress's was a little bit ways back. He went for my history. It kept going for a while.
Fuck, you're right. Well, okay. I'm gonna roll investigation. We're just gonna have to put the goggles back
They have
on.
local.
Please.
And Cog was hereforth blind.
Oh, that's a 4.
Everything was dark.
Well, yeah, it's about accurate. Plus, wait,
1.
+1. That's a 5. Let's go.
Congratulations, you now have a major migraine.
Yeah, no, I got a headache.
What were you attempting to look for specifically?
Anything that's like indicating slightly more than something else.
Yes.
Book label first point.
Him.
Yay! It's all there. I'm just like, well, now let me edit it. Still bad. It's still
Turn
bad.
the saturation down on
a
the.
second time? I need to keep track of how many times you do this.
Okay.
A flashbang counter. Well, I've learned nothing but everything at the same time, and I'm very sad and confused. Bowser, are you okay? That's about right. Here's the
Jackie,
goggles.
how is he up there?
You just hear a couple smacks.
Here's the goggles. Don't put them on.
I think he's coming around.
Oh god. Oh yeah. Hey Tacky, look at me.
I win!
What is this game? What? What? I'm confused now.
I won.
Here's my question though: is your hat straw?
It was supposed to be, but now it's just.
Have you
like
ever put like a
fabric.
flashlight underneath like a straw hat?
That's why we see the lights. Yeah,
That's
it's
what's
just.
currently going on.
No, we actually do have a...
Oh my god, it is a light.
That's the wrong one. Have flashlight sound effect.
Eric, you open your eyes and you're in a pure white room.
God, is that you? Oh,
It's
shit.
just it's, every time you open your eyes, it's just
God damn it.
every time.
Light eventually fades
It
from the goggles.
burns.
One last one for good
Oh,
measure.
yep.
No.
It's gone.
No, it's gone.
Oh my god. Oh,
That's not what I meant to.
well, I'm never doing that again.
What?
There's a lot that we could just learn right now. Like, even more than what we...
Will you let us stay here for the night?
It'd be rather cramped for all of you to spend the night here.
Would you let us stay near here for the night?
Oh yes, the clearing is all yours. Go ahead.
Thank you.
Is there any other questions you have for me? Maybe quite
Yes.
some time before we meet each other.
What is the meaning of life?
Oh my God!
Universe start. Let me know its infinite
What's
power.
the answer to life, the universe, and everything?
Don't you dare say
Maybe you,
42.
should, maybe you should ask the question of what's 1 + 1 first.
Do you really want to know?
Yeah.
I do now.
I want to weaponize it.
How do you read?
If he's just like, here's a book on all of that stuff. How do you
This is
know?
ABC's book, not magical at all.
That
It's
was
like one of the
so
cardboard ones too.
Reading
Oh.
takes time. Keep that, sir. You'll get it.
Tell him to do his damn homework. I tried getting it, and I don't think we made much progress.
No, thud.
Well, I will cast detect magic again on those damn things. So help me. Flashbang the hat.
Do it again. Do it again.
I don't want to use it.
You do that, and I'll pull your hair.
Shit. I work hard.
If you can see it.
Yeah.
Reaches down.
That is a fair point.
Reaches down, but he doesn't reach it. I flipped that. Well, fuck.
Was that a serious question, though, Valsor?
How do you read?
Not now, no. That sounds like a not now thing.
Can you just transfer knowledge to him and like have him know how to read?
Increases intelligence by 16 to
I'm
like
at
18.
13.
Here,
I'm not going to do that.
that's it's just like fuck you. Learn how to read on your own is basically what that is.
As I said, I
Fair.
concern myself with things of the past.
We are literally asking the guy who has the entire history of everything and asking him how do I read. So like, yeah, that's fair.
Drink.
Taryn would.
My
Taryn,
fucking-
in his insane
They've run
state
its
once
own.
again, would like to ask another
Wow.
question.
Yes.
You have information about your family, the narrators, correct?
Yes, I do.
Do you know if there are any that specialize in my field of work?
The answer to that question is also complicated. I'm going to have to
Give a rain check on that one.
organize a meeting with the rest of my family to have them give you a clearer understanding of exactly what we are.
How fucking
Big
wild.
is your family, if you don't mind me asking?
How
Well,
many stars are there in the night sky?
as I said,
I'm
there's
sorry, complicated.
I love it though. It's
well,
so cool.
there's the narrator. There's
Is that like your father?
His name is Brennan Mirth.
it's complicated,
Uh-oh, I spoiled.
Okay.
but then there are the four that you know. There was the narrator of Mischief, and then there's me.
Wait, was
The others
I missed that part?
tend to come and go.
I love it. It's so cool.
One last question. Kind of skipped over this one, but who did give me this ring?
You were given that ring by Jakan.
So known.
Keep in mind, this is actually something that he put into motion long before he was the narrator of Chaos.
You're true. This is not a chaotic item. It is a mischievous item.
So before he was the narrator of Chaos, he gave him a ring that then made him able to contact someone who wasn't showing up until after.
That's the yes. Yes. And that's why I'm kind of blown away. 'cause
The
holy
ring
shit, how
was
powerful is
made
this man?
By Jakan before he was the narrator of Chaos. It was created by both him and the narrator of Mischief. It was then given to Fallon to pass on to someone who he saw fit.
Oh.
And based on Jakan and the narrator of Mischief's criteria, Fallon chose you.
Tell.
That's very-
Okay. What's the name of the narrator that like talked to us at the start of the campaign?
Bodhi.
Oh, that was Odie. Okay.
Fallon is patron.
Oh, well. That's so good. Oh my god. Ah! I love it. Well, to be honest, Cog's mind is rather swoon at the moment. Physically and mentally. 'Cause he just viewed into the fount of mana that is everything.
And before that, he was transported into a far-off land and watched the
Yeah.
landscape change over and over.
Over the increase of bodies and war and death and despair that we know is Darren's past now.
Well, I do thank you for this knowledge.
Is there anything else? Like I said, I don't know when we will meet again.
Do you know if we'll meet again?
More than likely.
That's good to know.
You got a good whiskey recipe.
If nothing else, you can always ask Arcanus to see if he can get in touch with me.
Okay.
True.
He somehow has a knack for finding me.
You just must be lucky.
He always opens that right door.
I was.
As I was saying it, I made the connection.
He just has a feeling.
Also, I want to point out that was not on his end of doing that. That was always on her end. She always let that happen.
That's a fair point, though.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, that hurts to realize, doesn't it?
I'm gonna kill so many.
Every
things
single
in
time she was
Minecraft.
upset about it.
You know what also hurts to realize?
Huh.
Indiana Jones is completely useless to the story of Raiders of the Lost Ark. If he didn't show up, the Nazis still find the Ark, they open it on the island, they all die.
I hate y'all. It's been a great session. I'm gonna have to go right now. I'm gonna blow someplace up.
Regardless,
In
are there
Minecraft.
any other questions?
Well, there probably should be.
What's his past?
That's what I was gonna say, but like I think we
Can
might.
your books burn?
Oh shit! Fahrenheit
They're magical
50.
items, they can't be destroyed.
Do you want to try and find out?
Is that a legitimate question or a threat?
Yes.
Do you want to try and find out?
No.
Well, I'm curious,
No. I'm inching towards.
but I
the
don't
door.
want to go. I don't want to break your books if you don't want me to break your books.
Do you want to try and find out?
I don't want to.
Let's just wait until this goes back and we fill up a page, and then see if that works on that page.
I
think you. Well, I don't want to try and find out.
What happened?
But if you know the answer, I'd like to know.
It hasn't happened before.
I was gonna
That's
say,
fair.
If the events of all history are recorded, and you burn the absolutes of it, did it ever happen?
So, AK, we can find Velzor's book and just destroy the book and he's gone.
Yeah. Who's Valzor?
I was gonna say.
Yeah. That's what that
Do you
implies.
know Freety?
It's either that or you.
Do you know Freedy's book got destroyed?
Who's Freety?
We don't
There's
know.
an empty shelf. It.
Pulls out like a book that's been partially eaten by moths.
Oh no. No.
There's just pages missing.
I still feel that the implication is like either you stop existing.
That means he was there
Or-
with us for those fights, but wasn't.
or whatever it was like that had happened there, you would have to like
We
go
have to do
back
all
to
the
where
fights
that
again.
was in order to
See if we
make
You know,
that
you
happen.
those pages are
Because
gone.
the rest of the history wouldn't be correct for the after
For
effects
him.
of it. It's either a time loop or you get written out of history.
This item I really liked was somewhat similar, but it's basically an item that makes it so that whoever you're asking a question of, they have to tell you the truth.
Oh yeah.
The thing is, when they say it, it might not have been true, but after they say it, it was true.
I want this item.
Do they know they're under that effect?
To them, what they say is true, and then it is.
So they can lie to themselves without knowing about it, and then they're not.
Yeah.
That's
Balzor
terrible.
is no longer here. He is in his mansion with his wife.
Bowser has a wife?
So,
Good.
any other questions?
I need whiskey and I need it now.
I believe you have that in your wagon.
Can you give me more?
No.
Fuck. Well,
This isn't a bar, it's a library.
you never know. I assume even this fucker needs a drink every now and then.
Taryn's going to walk up to him, put a hand on his shoulder. Thank you for reminding me.
It's so awesome.
I'm not ready for the rest now, but one day I think I should know. And then he just immediately walks to the door.
It's so wholesome. I'm also like out of fear at this point. I'm just like, pleasure meeting you. I would love to speak with you again. I'll bring the drinks next time. Arcanus, you got some pretty cool friends. I don't think I can compete with that one, but I hope to. Obliged, but you have an eye, and I go right out that
You know
door.
what? As you're leaving,
What?
are the narrators in your family here to help the world or hurt it?
Mm-hmm.
Don't know that one. Still trying to figure it out.
What is good or evil?
I didn't ask you.
It's
I know.
sometimes difficult to tell. I'm here to observe the world. And see where things go.
You know what that dice jail
The rest have their own agendas.
That's it. Okay. Like as I'm walking out the door, your head just peeks out of the hat, asks that just Kate. Just keep on going out. I leave.
When did the narrator of chaos become the narrator of chaos? When did he switch roles?
Shortly after the narrator of mischief disappeared.
When did the narrator of mischief disappear?
Not centuries ago. Closer along the lines of millennia.
Also, isn't your narrator the narrator of mischief and
No,
sadness?
one's
No.
deception
Okay.
and assassination.
Yeah, no, I was also confused.
Okay.
The difference. What? None of you play Skyrim. Never mind.
I know of Skyrim.
I was just wondering if there was a
It's in my library.
closer event to
It's very fun. I love it. All.
No. Not by your
standards. Yes.
The difference between
This was a
the
very,
Wiki
very
and the
long time
Fallout.
ago.
Good
You
night.
must be a blink of an eye.
It was a decent time.
Oh,
to
hey,
go
it's
for
Eric's
me.
bedtime.
Ends that, though. He's gonna spend a couple hours going over Project Avatar.
Yeah.
Arsenal.
I went to pick up my
Is that
phone.
Project Avatar?
What? That one.
Stop it! I'm trying. Stop it!
Oh God.
Sounds good.
From the distance in the
We're gonna
woods, you
do
just hear that.
Yeah. Sam.
Is there anything else, Arcanus, before you leave?
Not that I can think of off the top of my head. I just wanted to go over you with some not questions, but some ideas that I've had about the current projects that I've got running over on my ship.
That's no problem at all. Would you like to discuss this now or after everyone else has left?
I can discuss it now. I think we're all bedding, or is it we're spending the night here?
In the
correct, on
clearing.
field?
Yes, but I probably won't be here in the morning.
That's so cool.
Gotcha.
I love
Well,
it so much.
Magic
let's
house.
talk for a couple hours, and then I'll head out. And,
You mind if
try
I
to
stay and
rest the
listen?
room.
That is a question for Arcanus.
Arcanus, do you mind if I stay and listen?
At the moment, no. This is kind of a pet project, so to speak, and it has some sensitive components which right now I'm not at liberty to just give out to just anyone.
God damn it.
You fuckers.
Sorry. I had an Eric put a soundboard to my ear, and all of a sudden I hear hamster.
Yeah, dude. You fucker. Yeah.
I understand. It was nice meeting you. I hope we meet each other again.
He nods, and as you're leaving, he mentions that to you. Don't judge Jakan too harshly. If he was his old self and not the narrator of chaos, you guys would have gotten along quite well.
I will do some investigations, and who knows, I might have a personal talk with him.
To
What's
get your to help you understand him a bit better, he was originally the narrator of adventure and inspiration.
Fucking
Write that down.
Wild. Oh my god.
Why did you leave so soon?
Why did you?
You left too
Arcanus.
soon. I didn't get to hear that.
You were attached.
Is
to
this
my
a conversation
person.
you
That
want to
is
play
your
out
choice.
now? Or is this something you want?
We have to like actually play out, just like
We
Okay,
can do things.
kind of like during our rest or whatever, you know.
Anders,
Is the dog okay?
Flash,
Adventure, Brennan, adventure and what?
inspiration. Flash.
He is not in the voice chat.
Oh,
Oh, he did mention he had to go.
Oh,
okay.
Well, he left a while ago.
Okay, good to know.
he never came in.
has that one guy.
He probably like
Who's that one guy,
took
Eric?
took a
Brings
slap.
his own
He,
keyboard.
he's been sleeping in the car all day and he's still
Oh.
napping.
Fair.
He's sleeping off the hangover.
We left him
Yeah.
We left him on watch. Honestly, he would be the best one to be on watch.
Endrith would like to go sit down and put the ring on.
As usual. Are you doing this openly this time?
I will.
Where
be
is he? Is he in the? Is he in the?
I'm
no,
just
I
saying.
wanna say
I would
tree.
like to be sitting by a tree. I don't know if there's a fire or anything, but
Oh, as soon
We'll
as
say Anders put together a fire and
Yay!
start tending to it. And then...
I was gonna say, as soon as Taryn walked out, he gathered the horses in one area, asked if they saw anything, and then proceeded to make sure camp was set.
Good.
Uh,
I'm joined
Endrith's
over
gonna
with that.
probably
down
sit
in
by the
this.
fire, but not really by the fire, just kind of off
Yeah.
a little bit and do it.
As usual, and putting on the ring, time begins to slow. Your vision blurs.
See
Slowly
Valzor just tripping.
fades
Thomas,
away
Thomas, is there anything for Deja Vu for May the 4th?
before
I saw it in the Mark chat.
eventually
I saw
your vision
'cause I just want
returns.
to go back.
You find yourself back, surrounded by this strange purple mist. Back so soon, are we?
It's nice to hear about you. Talk to you again, nobody.
Nice to talk to you too.
I learned a little bit more about you today.
Did you?
Yes.
What can you tell me about myself? I'm fascinated.
Seems like something
Well, I don't have much information, but by the sounds of it, you've been. No one really knows much about you. Not even some of the narrators. You
Khan knows about me.
really? By the sounds of it, you appeared once. The original narrator of Mischief disappeared. The youngest one.
I think so.
Assuming you don't remember anything about that day that you came to be.
No, not really. It's hard to remember stuff about nobody.
Can you see how like description of nobody?
All he's hearing is a voice.
I'm hearing a voice.
You
I'm
didn't
pretty
even
much in a
see a body.
dark void and just listening to a voice. Imagine like white void walking around, but instead of it's just black and walking around.
It's a thick purple mist. You can't even tell that you're like.
At 1 p.m. for the launch of our Star
They have a.
inspired
It's so cute.
You can
I love
feel
Deja Vu.
that you're standing on something, but if you look
wanna
down,
shout
you
out
still
Deja
can't see
Vu.
anything.
Join us May 4th.
It's an entire production. Take it.
Launch of our Star
Look at it's for Deja Blue. You know.
$5.
Shout out to Deja Blue, best house of coffee in the Alexandria, Minnesota area. Best coffee in town.
They do actually like
Cheers, guys.
I like coffee in
questions?
general, but I like their
Any
French sodas
questions?
as well.
Anything else you know about me?
Italian sodas.
I want to know more about myself.
Yes.
They're called Italian
Truly, I'd
sodas,
like
not
to
French
know more about
sodas.
you yourself too. I'd like to
I've heard
figure
them
out
either
who you
or.
were.
So would I.
I've worked there.
I love
The
it.
only time.
I do have a theory though. Maybe you were the old narrator of mischief. Do you think
That would be interesting, wouldn't it?
you did appear once he disappeared?
I did?
Yes.
Is this how this was last time?
Yes, it's pretty much like talking to someone with dementia.
Don't look at me.
Not the horses.
Our horses! We paid money for those. Taryn's gonna
Did
get
you?
upset.
I'm trying to think of how I'm gonna word this. Have you met anybody else in here, or has it just been me?
Just you. And memories.
Is time stopped for us?
Yes.
Okay.
Every now and then, I see Jakan.
Just Jakan, or just anybody else?
Just Jakan so far.
Is it memories of Jakan, or is it Jakan's memories? Or you don't know?
I'm not sure. From behind you, you hear a voice. There. It is again the voice of Jakan.
Okay.
You know, you don't have to do this. Turning around, you see that the mist has materialized into just silhouettes of two figures, walking side by side, and then slowly vanish.
Jakan's silhouette, I've seen it before.
Yeah.
Does one of those silhouettes look like Jakan?
Yes.
Do they both?
In a drastic way? Or like looks the exact same?
You know one of them's Jakan.
What does the... I know this is sound weird, but what does the other silhouette look like?
Same height and build as the one that you know for a fact is Jakan, but other than that, there's not a bunch of key details.
Okay.
Figure's wearing a cloak. Not extremely long hair, but decent.
You know, Jakan used to be the narrator of adventure and inspiration.
He did?
Yes. And then he changed to... What is he now?
Chaos and
Mischief and
Chaos
chaos?
and trickery, I do believe.
Mischief and trickery?
Chaos and trickery. I do
Chaos and trickery.
Yeah.
And now he's a god of chaos and trickery.
Really? That's fascinating.
Fascinating.
What drove him down that path?
Drove who?
I should have done that.
Your patience is so.
Wish that was on here.
Fuck you.
Is it? I don't think so.
Is any other memories popping up?
Not currently.
The awkward silence. Void.
Would Endrith... Endrith has seen one of his memories in here before, right?
He has.
Endrith would like to try showing one of his memories.
Like, we're just really focusing on one of the memories?
Yes.
Anyone in particular?
He would like to show the one of him and Jakan first meeting.
Same one that was shown last time.
Okay. Does it show up?
What are you thinking about?
I'm trying to show you what my first experience with Jakan was.
How are you going to show me?
I'm not sure. I've kind of dealt with some of this mind business before.
Andrus is just sitting there like...
Yeah.
Time stopped.
Focusing. Zawad.
That was
No.
a sound button I found.
Well,
And I realized I should have pressed it sooner.
Please stop.
you know.
The time stop.
No.
Wait, did the narrator?
Did the memory show up?
No, I don't know.
Did
I
it?
tried. Did it?
No.
But then no.
Andrew is just in a white void. You know.
But anyways, the last time we've met, the memory did show.
Did it?
Could be getting at something there.
Cog would not be able to handle this.
No. Cog would have shot him by now.
Shot who?
Oh! Screaming.
Himself is the answer.
Yeah. The correct answer.
These voices must stump.
Yeah.
Obey the voices.
Not the voices! Master, the voices are back!
For science.
So, what are you doing here?
Visiting an old friend.
Who's that?
It's you.
Oh my.
You're nobody.
Ouch. Why would you talk to nobody? That's silly.
I know.
I'm a silly guy.
I like talking
I'm
to
just
nobody.
a
They're
silly
fun.
guy. Nobody the whole thing.
Well, Nobi, buddy, I will try to find more information about you. See you again some other time.
Sounds good. I'll be here, I think.
I hope you will be.
Oh, how do you do that? It's like so fucking good.
What?
Both of you, like that back and forth. It's really cool.
It's scripted, don't you know?
It's not scripted.
I know.
What's scripted?
It helps when DM knows what he's talking about and Logan knows how to improvise.
Yeah, it's fucking
Also,
awesome.
both of us have done a decent amount of acting. So.
Yeah.
It helps.
I love flying by the seat of my pants with Taryn.
Also, I don't have to know what I'm talking about.
Because you're the DM.
No.
Nobody
you're
doesn't
talking to
nobody.
nobody.
Yeah.
True. That's
And one of
Very
Endrith's
true.
mission now is to figure out, help nobody remember who nobody is.
true.
That
I
might
feel
be
like
difficult,
we're not gonna like the answer.
but I want
Yeah,
to
it's
talk to
okay.
Jakan now. Endrith wants to talk to Jakan too and figure out some shit.
Don't say that too loud.
Yeah,
He'll
please
come.
don't. He
I will say, the first thing you do notice when taking off the ring is that the cabin is gone.
Ain't that a thing?
The time stopped.
The time was not flowing.
Wait, where's our good buddy
Where's Arcanus?
where's Arcanus at?
Sitting out by the campfire now.
What time has
Was it-
stopped? I'm just
Wasn't Arcanus in the cabin
What
when
time
Endrith
is
left?
You left, but I'm gonna say a few. Arcanus had his conversation, came back
Time is
out.
a
It was
treat.
fully dark
I'm not
when
fine.
you actually put on the ring.
Okay.
But yeah, cabin's gone. Arcanus, for you, this would be pretty normal. Just to like leave the
Fucking-
cabin and have the cabin not be there anymore. That's about how your meetings
And guess
with him
what?
usually ended.
It does not surprise Endrith.
Well, yeah.
But at the time.
You have to
This-
remember, Endrith has been through a lot of weird shit.
Taryn's still mostly attempting to remember and forget at the same time.
How do you think he's been easily able to deal with Terran? It is a normal walk in the park for Endrith.
Fair.
Taryn,
Cog cooks
Taryn is
with
sitting by the
alcohol.
fire, and the horses are surrounded the
I'm
fire.
assuming Cog is drunk by now.
He's drinking, and at this point, he's looked over at Valzor and just has like handed him the bottle. Like, you want some too?
Now here's the
This shit's
question.
weird.
We do not know how old he is.
And you know what? That means it can't be illegal if we didn't know.
Dang,
You should have asked him how old he was.
I have. He has no birth
He doesn't
certificate.
Not Balzar. We just had the
What
man
happens
with
if
the
we
entire
cast
history
identify
book.
object?
Oh
on
my
Balzar?
God,
We need to
yeah!
know his exact age.
Fuck!
You could have.
Why
found out
didn't we think of
It's-
that?
that's hidden. No, probably
What
not.
was
We-
the question?
how
we
old
could've-
you are?
We could have asked him how old you were to see if I could serve you alcohol.
Oh, me?
Yes!
Dang, that was an important question. Remember?
Write that down, write that down.
Oh, you write that
Do
down.
you inform the group of your findings?
If they ask.
Well,
let's
were
go
we
over
able
what
to
we know.
perceive that something stopped?
Okay, so
No, you
Taryn
guys
walked
see-
out, made sure camp was ready, called the horses over.
Yep.
Cog walked out, I assume, went over to the cart, grabbed a jug of liquor, and started chugging away.
Yep.
Oh! Endrith walked out, didn't go by the fire, walked off into the woods.
I
and-
walked off to like the edge firelight. So you are able to see me, and if I put on the ring. or
Dark
not.
vision.
Yeah, I do have dark vision, so.
Yeah, so you would probably be able to see me. Put it
Yeah.
on and off. I did not really do it discreetly now.
Yeah. And then the not Anders, no. Arcanus walked out, and as he closed the door, the house disappeared.
I do want to say, when Endrith did take it off, he looks at the ring. Does the ring look any different at all, or the same as last time?
Same as last time.
Okay.
Like I said, normally it used to have a blue glow.
Now it has a purple glow.
Yes.
Okay. Endrith
Very
is just
faint. And it's
Endrith's just gonna slightly hear say under his breath, "I'll help you figure out who you were," and put it back in his pocket.
Terran being on night watch mode, basically, because it's dark out. He's looking for enemies.
gonna say
And especially
someone
since one of his
on watch,
pack
I'm
members
like
just
this-
walked off into the edge of the light, he's going to wonder what's going on. And then he's going to
You-
say...
You would definitely see the ring. You'd see Endrith put on the ring glow, and then Endrith take off the ring.
And then whisper underneath his breath, "I will help you figure out
Yeah.
who
Yeah.
you were, my friend."
So that's what it's like from our
Cog isn't
perspective.
noticing.
We wouldn't
Cog's been
know.
drinking.
Yeah, we wouldn't know to ask you.
No,
About
as soon as Endrith comes back into the camp area, Terran's going to be like, "How is your friend?"
He's having
Eric
trouble
Garbage
remembering
Can.
himself, but
Por favor.
he's he's doing fine.
Sounds like we have something in common.
Cannot reach.
I hope to figure out who
Did that go
nobody
in?
is.
No.
One day.
It's gross.
It's gross.
I'm illness. If you couldn't tell. My dad asked me if I was
Throw
smoking
him away.
over the phone because of how bad my voice is.
You smoking, Frank?
Yeah, he was like, "Have you been smoking?" I'm like, "No."
Have you been smoking pot?
I just
Arcanus, how long have you known our your friend Aerosol?
We lost that one.
Oh.
Memento mori.
No, Arcanus.
Honest.
Power went out.
Oh.
Arcanus!
Dang.
No.
Dang. Nabbit.
He
Someone
left with the
removed-
house.
We've lost multiple people tonight.
6 minutes.
Arcanus has fallen asleep.
Well,
He's
He didn't get
exhausted
quite
from
out the
silent
door
witching.
before it
I was
disappeared.
gonna say this would be the stopping point, because like, fuck, there's a lot of shit.
There is a better stopping point coming up pretty soon.
It's only 7:30.
It's called the beginning of
It's
combat.
9:22.
I need to change my time zone, I think.
What
Yeah.
do you do?
Why is the time zone like that?
Do you think it was 7?
That's what the clock says.
No.
Welcome to D&D.
You thought things were going good.
I did. I was like, this has been a very like big and improvised session.
My time's off.
It is by 2 hours.
Jeez.
I'm in a different time zone, guys.
Why are you?
No wonder your
Why are you in
computer's trying to
California?
explode.
Are you doing anything
You are
else?
in California this time. Wait. Yeah, you're in California.
Oregon Trail.
Endrith would probably just head into the wagon and fall
That's
asleep.
the best fiddlesticks I can man.
I am on
I'll
Pacific
probably go to
time.
bed. Terrence just gonna keep watch all night because he doesn't really
At
get
this
to go to bed.
point, Cog's also pretty.
All I need is 4 hours. So
the
if someone
hat
wakes up
does,
early.
because like Cog's
Plus, we can just
laying
have you tell the
in
horses, and then you can
the-
just sleep
what-
well on
like-
the ride.
Wake me up if anything happens.
Yeah, the wagon. He's like on
Plus,
the floor.
don't you
so at
need
this
just
point,
short
he's
rest?
kind of like a decorative bear
which is 4
rug.
hours.
No, it's an hour.
I will
It is?
say,
Yes.
Oh,
as
So
you're
all you
falling
need-
asleep, there's a slight rustling from the hat.
oh, the hat's like on my chest because it's like the typical like, and then just out.
You feel almost
So
like
the hat's on the chest.
furry paw up against your face, just slight rustling. And this is as you're currently falling asleep.
What the
You
fuck?
feel something like brush against your hair. You hear a click and then a scream.
Motherfucker!
I find that
Start,
soundboard?
like throwing
screaming
hands
goat.
everywhere.
If you open your eyes,
I hate
pretty
you.
much.
I hate
That's
you.
not what I was looking
That's
for.
pretty much all it is. But if you open your eyes and like kind of get up, to look,
Yeah.
you'll notice that the hat has all of a sudden grown a set of legs and is running.
You mother! I reach out to grab it.
Too late. You're on your back. You'd have to sit all.
Damn it.
It's gone on the other end of the carriage and behind boxes.
You
Wait,
little
is-
shits! That's my hat!
Taryn-
Give it back in the morning.
Taryn opens up one eye. Can we keep the screaming down tonight? We don't want to bring any friends here.
Hey, bud.
Good night! I am evil. Stop.
Taryn, thanks for watching.
I'm asleep.
No problem.
You want to play? Let's.
I'll
Yeah, I'm out. I'm asleep.
make you some tea in the morning.
The hat can stay over there at this point.
Tacky can probably make coffee, though. You probably want coffee.
I want coffee.
Ugh,
Tack.
tea is the more set route for the road. Set for tea is more
More
you.
set for the road, if I
Take
think
a
that's
long
to mean.
rest then,
Yes.
for those of us who are asleep.
The rest of you who are resting can all take a long rest. As morning rises, you can smell the smoke coming from the fire. Smell of coffee brewing. Bacon being fried.
Don't even eat the
Tacky, are you making breakfast again?
Tacky has already made breakfast. Now come out and eat it.
Tacky, you're such a love.
It's good.
You're so
I have
lovely,
that soundboard
Tacky.
prepared as well.
Endrith jumps out from the back of the cart.
Cog is probably still asleep. He really had a mind fucking that one last night. This was like, this isn't. He went out drinking and had a good time. This was like, I gotta sit and think
What's a
about
yeah,
the
man?
reality of shit that I'm sitting in. This was like not drunk thought. This was like high thoughts of like, if I keep slapping the table, is my hand gonna go
long.
through it? Like he was mentally gone. The chicken is
Right
burnt
in
and the
the
milk is
depths
spoiled.
of your consciousness, you almost feel so you can hear sips calling out to you.
There are many dark omens that exist in this world, and that is one of them.
The closer and closer you get to consciousness, the more and more you can hear her voice. It's no longer muffled like once was. It's very close and very real. As a string of cuss words is ringing out in your ear.
He's just there clicking, isn't he? Like,
It looks like you brought an alarm clock with.
Upon opening your eyes, your vision is currently covered by the fact that the brim of your sun hat is currently over your head.
at least I have that.
And you can hear the audio, the click, and then zips yelling cuss words, and click, zips yelling cuss words, and click.
I know
Does
it's
he have
not.
the string of them or just the one?
He's got full on string.
That's the whole thing. I know it's not gonna work, but like I'm gonna raise my hand and just like down onto the hat, like
Snooze.
like try to like down on the brim.
Oh, that's
Yeah, like
right there. That's right on your chest. That doesn't hit the hat.
where's
The hat, rather than going like this, goes this way.
In that case,
Nice try, buddy.
It's gone.
Fuck you both.
Endrith
Where's
is probably
this damn
seeing
coffee?
this. So is Endrith just watching Cog's hat just go...
You heard the audio of Zips yelling cuss words, then you saw the hat jump out of the cart.
He's just killing me.
Do I see two pairs of legs or do I just see
Very
one?
much so.
it's a tandem. It's unison. They have that shit like 1, 2.
It's
1,
either
2,
that.
1,
Well, yeah, no, that's
When is Eric gonna get control of Tacky?
no. I don't think that's an option.
They are the society of the hat people. I can't control what they do. There is no differing between Tacky and Valzor. It is just that.
I'm assuming I'm seeing... I'm walking up to the
Society.
fire and I see Taryn just sitting there
Yep.
drinking coffee.
Basically, except for my entire resting area has been I told the horses to surround the fire. So there's a ring of horses around the fire just grazing about. I'm either laying, when I was resting up more, I was laying on top of the horse or I was leaning up against the horse.
I will say one thing. This
Nice
morning, the clearing is covered in a thick fog. Fog rolled in during the night.
Okay.
Does
Have you ever driven like
This is a
past
question for
a
you. Is
open
Taryn
field?
look like he's
Oh,
in
it's-
serious
that's
mode or
what it
crazy?
Yeah.
is.
It's all like
What
that.
is
Oh, he's pretty
Every-
chill right now. Pretty crazy.
It's not
Okay.
bad. It's just a little eerie.
I was crazy once.
I'm crazy.
Stop.
I am crazy.
Stop.
Great. They locked me in a room. A rubber room.
Oh, really?
I locked myself in a tree. A wooden tree.
A rubber tree.
A large tree.
A rubber tree with Terrans.
Then I got out.
They locked
God
the
help
tree.
the world.
A large tree. Tree of rats.
And rats make me.
Just so
And
you,
so I spoke to the rats.
The rats told me things.
The rats told me
just so
how to
you
plant
know,
trees.
Brendan, I've been trying to
planted
get
a
better at
tree.
dealing with my weapons in the
grew.
morning right after I wake up. So when Jackie got up and did food, I probably would have dealt with that then.
Doesn't apply all day now, does it?
Till I take a long or short rest.
Fuck.
The
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, no, it's great.
I'm waiting for Terran, not Valazar, to walk up to Terra and ask for some healing.
See, the thing is that I can cast False Life without any components. So I can just cast that before I do it and not take damage from it.
Okay.
Well,
It's 10 health.
You're a bitch.
An intelligent bitch.
Yes, but a bitch nonetheless.
I love that. I'm going straight to wherever the coffee was. I'm grabbing the bottle of whiskey that is probably left over by the front or the back of the wagon where I went in. Hopefully there's some left. And I dump it into the
It's
remaining
been used
pot.
on the pancakes.
Well, now you've come across an interesting thing.
You know who
Because-
made that coffee?
Tacky.
Why do you think I said it's been used on the pancakes?
Ha!
He's
You
doubling
now
down.
You now have a combination of coffee, whiskey, and maple smoked bourbon, all mixed in together.
I see. Where did we get? We had bourbon. Well,
We did not.
Why do you think I said the coffee tasted off?
it's so good. It's so good.
That's the very first thing Tacky does when making coffees. He puts that in.
He's smart. Damn it.
What's Tacky's intelligence?
What's Tacky's
Yes.
intelligence?
What is?
I don't think it's that high, honestly.
It's a nat 20. It's just 20.
He just knows how to solve problems.
How high can those numbers go?
I don't.
Wisdom is better than.
Because I feel like I've seen something that showed that they could go like.
Yeah, he's got a 9.
Is that a 0 or a minus?
That's a -1.
That is a minus. Okay.
Science.
He's not intelligent. He just knows how to solve problems.
He's wise.
He's wise.
He's experienced.
I didn't think so.
Well, it's all in the role play.
He's survived so far.
Yeah. Well, I'm making myself a
He's a
very
forest
large
dweller.
thing of this.
Gotta remember.
My mug is the entire pot of coffee, and I have
That's
dumped the
bad.
remainder of what's left in that bottle into there. If there was any.
Balzor and Endrith. Roll me perception.
How much bottles do we have left of whiskey? Please say never ending.
It was well stocked.
What is that?
Wait, that might be my first roll. Also, it's a total.
He
of
will
17.
do. He will do a
What?
bottle.
17.
Good to know.
18.
You two both feel. You hear footsteps coming up behind you. Feel a very familiar presence.
That could
Oh.
be multiple.
Familiar.
Well, you
That
asked
could
to
be
see him.
multiple sets.
Bad or good?
Well, Balzor is not sure what he thinks about this.
Okay.
presence. He recognizes it, and he's not exactly at ease, but he's not uneasy. He's just kind of, okay, see how this goes. Endrith finds this very familiar and not exactly reassuring, but he's not worried.
It's kind of like if the boss says, "Hey, I want to speak to you." It's like if your instructor says, "I
Taryn,
want to speak
can
to
you
you
roll
after
me
class," but you
perception?
know that you're a straight A student.
Sure thing.
I suppose only two of us on this couch can relate. Good.
That's a 14.
It's okay. You're trying.
You also hear footsteps. You also sense a familiar presence.
That I don't.
That's more of a raven because they growl. They go.
Oh,
Yeah.
Familiar how?
Like
I haven't known this figure long, but
That is like the worst way.
nothing
to
bad
quote
came out of
that.
the meeting, huh? You got to meet all these nice people.
Is that what you think the Raven sounds like?
Ah.
Oh, is it Bodhi?
I've heard the voice
When
line
did he
from
just-
Darth Vader.
I turn
fucking
exactly.
read that part.
I basically turn on my heel to
And you-
exactly where the
And
person.
you
And if
supplement
that happens to
it.
be towards the horse that I was leaning on, I motion for the horse to step aside.
Which it would have been, and the horse, yes. was
Endrith
aside.
also looks to that area and steps equal.
Well, if you're looking towards where you heard footsteps, it is not where Terran is
Okay.
looking. It is somewhere else.
Also, Terran, as a precautionary measure, has his hand on his scimitar.
Turning around,
Just one hand, you know.
You have
Ready.
a blade.
You might be hearing different footsteps from me.
you see a short, I believe he was 5'5", blonde-haired human, walking towards you. Good grin on his face. Well, glad to see you're all getting along nicely. You recognize this figure as Bodhi, narrator of life.
Does he have snow on him?
He's not.
Okay.
Endrith, Valzor, for those of you who turn to look, you see brown-haired human, a mask pulled up to his nose, black cloak. You recognize this as your patron, Fallon.
Fallon.
And down.
Well, glad to see you're all doing well.
It's nice to see you again.
God, you and from your vantage point would see both of these figures.
Oh.
Just eat your pancakes.
Yeah, I don't know how I feel about seeing
Can you roll me
the
perception?
narrators. Sure.
18 dice towers.
I do, it's a 10. Plus 1 is...
You
wait,
hear
That's not my perception.
heavy footfalls.
Also, my perception is plus 4, so it's a 14.
Wouldn't matter. You needed a 10.
Yeah.
Come on,
Heavy
you
foot-
feel. You can hear the clang of armor as a heavy gauntleted hand hits down your shoulder.
It's the protection god!
It's good to see you all.
Do I hear that?
Yes,
Not so
this is
fast.
a bellowing voice. For those of you who heard
Mother
it,
always said,
you see
don't lose.
just barely standing above Cog's height, a bulk of an armored figure, full in armor, full on helmet covering his face.
Does the hat go up to Cog's head or its
It would just reach the top of his head.
Are you still in the hat?
As soon as I hear that
no,
booming
well,
laughter, Terran again is going to spin around to wherever that and draw his sword in a very defensive stance.
My boy's ready to fight God.
As you do that, the figure just kind of like pushes you out of the way, gestures there. I like your spirit.
So does that mean you are friend or foe?
I'm pretty sure he is a friend.
If he's your foe, I think you'd already be dead, to be honest. Do you see him?
You are standing tall to protect your friends, your pack. And I admire that spirit of protection.
I like this guy.
I think we're at an understanding. then.
Have I met this person before?
You have not.
I figured as much.
Endrith hasn't even met this one.
I am.
Takes a couple of steps forward, bangs his hand against his chest. I am Argus, the narrator of protection and justice.
You want some pancakes?
I would love some. But
There's
that will have to wait for another
It's been
day.
confirmed.
In that case, I think I'll allow this. He swings his sword, grabs it, and sheaths it.
One of these days, my friend, we will have to test our metal against each other.
I look forward to it.
Why are you giving me this?
I don't know. The only thing that has gone through Cog's head right now, the actual reaction that I just gave was, what would happen if I fired Babishka into this man's armor?
Would it bounce off?
Would it bounce off?
Don't try it.
I wanna try
Please
it.
don't.
When he said test my metal, I said bet. I got a range and you're the target.
Sounds good to me.
Oh my!
I want to see what you can do.
We're gonna need you to sign some waivers, but I'm down for it.
Those probably won't be necessary.
I'm very
I think
excited.
Mishka would get hit by you firing into him.
I think, yeah, I might die if I shoot him.
I think shrapnel will be your biggest fear.
Yeah, especially in my line of work. Anyways, hi, why are you here?
Well, we were told to meet you by Ariston. To hopefully give you guys an explanation. Bodhi then picks up from there. Yes, it appears there's been a bit of confusion as to exactly what we are. That's understandable.
You're gonna have to take some really
We're
good
kind
notes.
of difficult to
You
understand.
need to take notes too,
I was
asshole.
gonna say I'm gonna need to keep copying your notes.
Glad
later.
you saw it too.
I will kill
We're
it.
just waiting for one more to show up. He should be here shortly.
I'm assuming it's Jakan.
I kind of don't really want that one showing up, if you might mind.
I would love
Right,
for him to
yes,
show
sir.
up. I have some questions for you.
Endrith, you guessed correct. Striding through the fog, a mask covering the upper portion of his face, black hair, black cloak, strides Jakan, confident.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't have good.
Sorry, psychic communication's going on.
Eric,
I
can
can
you take over music prior?
You don't want to hear what I have queued up currently.
Why?
I love it. I already love it.
I had this preset to play.
Oh, that's such a good sound.
You know, if
for
I
it,
did
too.
just do a rest, I would do that. But you know, why
Terrifying.
the frick not?
Guess what? You're gonna get banned on Twitch because of copyright.
We're not verified
I know.
anyways.
Okay, making sure.
That
Twilight.
frick.
After hearing the graceful angels scream out when Jakan
It's the witch.
walked through.
Actually,
What happened?
the witch. What is that?
What were you saying?
What's up? What's next? I'm ready. I have notes ready to be
Yeah.
taken.
Also, as soon as Jakan comes out of the fog, Terran has his sword drawn again. He doesn't like that man. He puts the Natural Order at a bad name.
Damn.
You will notice that the other narrators appear a bit quieter, a bit more stone-faced now that Jakan has shown up.
Satella.
Shut mouth.
Well.
Fallon looks across at
Look
all
at
of
it,
you. There may be a way to help you understand this a bit better. This is something that not even Endrith has seen, but Fallon reaches up to his mask and removes it.
It's
Argus
Brennan's face.
Half of it.
lifts his hands to his helmet, removes it. Long, shoulder length, curly blonde hair.
Go to
Freedy! It was him all along!
You will notice that Fallon, Argus, and Bodhi, slight differences in like hair color, but they all share the exact same face. Same face build, same eye color, completely identical. Jakan's sitting back there, big grin on his face. As he too pulls off the mask, he too shares their features identical.
What the fuck? What?
This is borderline personality disorder taken too far.
They're not all twins.
Eric,
Welcome.
welcome to making narratives and stories. When you are the self-insert of the villain.
Fallon
And-
is the first one to speak up. We've often referred to each other as brothers, and well, we are in a sense related. That is not entirely correct.
They're the same being.
Different faces of cards, I assume.
Aspects of the same person.
As you know, no one,
page. It's all still the same thing.
no one has ever seen the narrator. They have only ever seen us, and no one has ever seen our entire faces, with the exception of Bodhi here.
What?
All the others had a mask.
They cover different
Except
parts of their faces.
Ah.
Bodhi wears
Bodhi's
his naked.
Because he's true.
Naked face.
Yes.
He's the narrator of truth, so
He's
he doesn't hide.
He's a dude.
Bodhi
He's
is
a good guy.
yes.
One other thing you guys will remember thinking back is that underneath the beard, the white hair, Aristotle would also appear strikingly similar to them.
The entire world is just a brain.
The egg theory. Tell me y'all have heard of it.
Probably, but not by that
It's
name.
been a long time.
We're
since
all
I-
the same being.
Yes.
Yes.
It's been a hot minute since I've
So was at work.
watched that video.
Cells at work.
You not seen it?
No.
I'm
Actually,
assuming
I've
then
never
you
seen that.
lost your other brother then. Or part of the puzzle.
The instant you mention that, they all look at Jakan for a moment.
Okay.
Jakan's normally just grin, just smug grin they're seeing here, is gone. He is completely stone faced.
don't like that.
I don't know how you learned about him.
Well, you see, there was this guy, and he had a lot of books.
But you and I are going to have a long talk.
God damn!
It's you and me.
I'm sorry, Eric, but you might not be the one having two narrators. It might be in reverse.
What's your second?
Being forced.
Well, sign the
Fallon
contract.
regains his composure. Jakan knows about him. The rest of us don't really know what you're talking about. But we are the same, and we're also not the same. As I said, no one has ever seen the narrator. They've only ever seen us.
Now, does that include you?
We've seen him. We're
Wait. What did?
They've seen the.
No.
They-
No. What was the first thing that you said?
No one's ever seen the narrator.
Did you
No one
say
has-
no one has seen the narrator?
Except for these four.
Is that what you said?
I said no one has ever seen
Okay.
the narrator.
And then
Except
I
for these
said,
four.
does that include you?
No, I thought he said nobody's seen the narrator.
Oh.
That would mean there's two definitions to that. Nobody's seen the narrator or nobody's
The key to
seen
that
the
phrase, though,
narrator.
was that it wasn't nobody has seen, it's nobody has ever seen.
Yes.
Yes.
But still, that's why. Because I've done stuff like that. The foreshadowing. of it
We
all.
are.
And for some
all-
reason, nobody was capitalized.
I've done that too.
You could,
And
you could say
why is
we're
that capital.
each individual portions of his personality.
Who'd have guessed that one?
Combined to make a...
Yeah. And together we form Ultra.
Together we all form the real narrator.
Red and Mirtha. That's what I'm saying. Ah!
Do they have a resemblance of you,
I was
Brennan?
gonna say, do they have blue eyes, blonde hair?
Endrith has seen your face. Though I don't know if he's really
There's-
remembered your face.
There's two which are blonde hair, blue eyes, and one has like really long curly hair. The other two are brown hair, blue eyes, black hair, blue eyes, and then white hair, blue eyes.
Huh. Wild.
So they all but they all have the same face structure as him.
Yes.
Okay. Gotcha. I suppose you've all existed for quite some time.
Well, yes, because we were always part of the narrator. now he's given us form and function. We are, in a sense, our own individual person, but we are all based off of a portion of his personality.
Oh, I
Did
know
you-
this movie too.
Did you all come at once or one at a time?
It's hard to say. Like I said, we've always been part of the narrator. It's just
Does the real narrator exist? Still?
oh yes, very much so.
Interesting.
Taryn's gonna jut in right about now and ask.
Clarity for metagame. How many of you have seen Red versus Blue?
Nobody! Ha!
Do any of you know what it is?
Yes, it is.
Barely.
Barely.
No,
Halo.
Okay.
not really. But
Well, in the Halo universe, AIs are based off of a person's mind.
Okay.
A certain group was given an AI to work with for their experiments, but they were only given one. So they tampered with it until it fractured into multiple AI based on a portion of the original AI. There was the AI's logic, delta, memories, which are epsilon, anger and pain, which were omega, as well as several others.
that's
Sick.
What-
And each eventually evolved into their own AI, but they were all based off of the alpha AI.
the entire thing of this world being a parade when we had they're all the same person, but then there's also the one that's saving everything. Like that's the memory.
Oh! Again, what would happen if we burned his book? That implies
Table
again,
talk.
You wouldn't
How
exist.
many countries are there?
I believe 5 or 6.
Have I at least
5.
somewhat predicted that you are the narrator?
Technically 6 counting the core.
That's what I feel like it
Okay.
is. And I love
Where's the corner?
Cool.
And you can think
It's a circle.
That
until you
is,
find out the
that's
truth.
pretty
And
cool.
I'm going to.
That's pretty cool.
It's
I brought connected
what?
two dots that
What was
did not
that?
need to be connected, but you know it's pretty cool.
What was that last bit right there?
There's technically 6 countries.
Yes.
Including the corner.
Core.
There's 5 and then the
core.
core.
It's like calling the Shadow Isles one of the nations. Well,
The core doesn't. It borders every single country,
Yeah.
but it doesn't really.
Is it the conflict
It's a wasteland.
zone?
It's a lot. No, it is one city.
Okay.
Just one city.
I think that is so cool. Holy shit.
how? It's just one street.
What if we? No.
No, Eric, no.
What?
No.
Speak it. Say it.
Please.
No.
Why?
Does this make any sense?
Share with the group.
No.
He's gonna core the city.
I was gonna. What if we just nuke the central city? And that just makes no fucking sense.
Okay.
What's so fucking
So
ever?
why?
Eric just wants to make a hole in the center.
I'm down.
Well,
let's do it.
Too late.
Let's dig a hole.
God damn it!
Let's make the hole bigger.
It's all based off of someone who's had a.
In circles. Within circles.
In the
A
very
lobotomy?
center of the continent is
A crater.
what's not just a crater.
Oh.
It is what everyone has referred to as the chasm. It's so deep that it has its own cloud layer on the top of it. You can't even see what's below the cloud.
You've talked about that to me before because I described to you the city where Cog is originally from in the book, and it's called Psychobus. It's a pit in the ground that is so deep it gets its own atmosphere.
Yeah, nobody knows what's down there, and then the core is a ring built around it.
Tell me it's like it's moving or something. Like the city's just constantly rotating.
Go there and find out.
I want to!
I need to get off at the next country. It'll arrive in a day.
Yeah! That'd be so cool! Ah! You wouldn't need to travel anywhere.
No, plot twist. The city doesn't move.
What do you mean? Oh! Holy
The
shit!
continent
It's like
moves around
no,
the city.
it's like an encounter rotation of the orbit of the fucking planet. So it doesn't move, but everything else. It's the only thing that stands still in the solar system.
It's definitely not city.
Okay. Taryn was gonna
Shit,
jump
but-
Judd in with something. Oh god.
He's gonna shank the
There
narrator.
are
chaos.
4 narrators here.
Yeah.
I've been. He said test my metal, and I wanted to pull.
Two of
it.
them
That's
seem
not
cool.
chaos.
That's not chaos.
Not him.
The
I
Terran
have
at
shot
least.
that
And two of them
one.
you don't know.
I have indeed
Basically.
shot that
Oh no, two of them seem cool. One of them you're not sure about, and one you don't trust.
Exactly.
one. There's a few of those.
I was going to say something, and it was going to be cool.
Have a
Ah.
moment with Chacon.
I blame him.
No,
Yeah, you mean I was going to say something, and then you table talked and got my
I
brain going
think the
somewhere else.
sentiment about nuking the center was needed. I'll have you
Uh,
know. It added plot.
Added a goal.
New objective.
Does Endrith have anything to say?
I just did, I
What
forgot
was the
it.
last thing that was said?
We're all aspects.
Yeah, we're all aspects of one thing.
Oh.
We are individuals, but we are all based off of an aspect of his personality.
How does an aspect change?
Yeah, that's
We were created based off of an aspect of his personality.
who makes
We were then sent out into the world with just that personality. We were no longer just him.
Mm-hmm.
We developed memories,
I found a new.
reactions based on each how we interacted with the world. Eventually, we became our own thing.
I have so many theories now. Oh no, I might be wrong about who the narrator is.
I love just watching your mind just like.
Yep. I think I might know who nobody
You can see the
is.
cogs turning in Cog's head.
Yeah.
Yes. I.
It's not. The thing is, it's not cogs.
It's not Cog.
Yeah.
It's a diesel motor hooked up to a hydraulic pump that's just.
Yep. Yep. And we short circuited a long time ago, baby. These fuses
Okay.
are broken, but the
I can see
circuit's still running.
I can see the entire mechatronic system that is built in that is Cog's brain,
The schematics on display.
and I can see smoke coming from any electrical components in there.
Oh yeah, everything's rusty, baby. The filters
Okay.
have not been changed.
Terran's gonna jut in here and
The
like,
breather.
if you've been around for, okay, he is kind of in and out of his sanity and he is kind of off kilter after that night.
Somebody is at the light switch and just going.
yeah. Every other word is sane, sane,
No,
insane,
no,
insane, insane,
No,
and it is basically saying, "How come I've not heard of you till now? Why haven't you made yourself known until now? If you've been here all this time, why us?"
This time, Bodhi speaks up. Well, you did know of some of us, and then, well, stuff happened to you.
Yep, I agree.
Terran's not that old. Terran's not that.
I'm 200 years old.
Yoda, shut up!
That was R2D2.
I am dumb.
You cockwit.
When did Yoda become a robot?
Nincompoop.
You okay here?
I
broken?
see.
My brain is trembling.
Was this? Oh, I
yeah,
know
was
you
gonna make a joke with
before.
the clones.
Not personally,
God.
but you knew of us.
Fucker. Yeah. Split into 4.
I see.
Got thrown into Venture Valley.
Now the question comes:
That's why I know who nobody is.
why don't I know you now?
I can't tell you.
Well, hold on. I'm still waiting
Like I said,
to see if it's confirmed.
stuff happened to you.
Were you the reason?
No, I was not. Keep in mind, this is Bodhi, not Chacon. You're
Mhm. Yeah, no. Terran's literally on edge of.
Said I was not. Ugh, the fact that Cog doesn't
I
know
know,
though.
that was a
I
lot.
can't play
That
to
was-
what happened.
You need to apologize.
I see.
Thank you.
What about
I
your
booped it.
brothers?
You hit
No,
me.
you grabbing it as I was going.
Argus speaks up.
I am.
My hands
I
are
can't-
clean of this issue.
It doesn't matter either way.
What did you say?
Argus belted out.
My
That-
hands are
My hands are clean of this issue. And then Talon responded. I didn't have anything.
I don't doubt that.
But whatever.
And
But
then
one of you
You look over at
That
Jacon.
one.
Yeah, and what was his stone face has been again replaced with that smug grin. that
I
just
am
constantly-
mentally gnawing on a 2x4.
Till I give more information.
I'm making
Andrew's fucked.
I didn't have anything to do with it.
I don't believe you.
From previous encounters with you that I remember, I don't know if I believe you.
Do we have someone in Discord?
Yes.
You're free to believe what you want.
Do you still reject the natural order of things?
Oh,
Yeah.
I
Right?
don't
Welcome back.
necessarily
That's when I'm like, how much do I
Reject.
know?
he's back.
the natural
I meant to
order
say that, like,
so much as I seek to improve upon. Jacob.
Yeah, hi. You missed a lot.
he's been here for a hot minute.
Okay, yeah, sorry, I can't see the Discord, so I don't know who's here.
No,
Does-
that's cool. I just want to make sure I covered all bases.
Do you
I
have
didn't
context to what is
like a-
currently happening?
Where did you join in?
In the middle of all that, I don't know exactly where.
Okay.
The narrators
I
came.
think it was
Quick.
towards the beginning because I was gonna say something and then stuff kept happening.
Not too long.
We could just say Arcanus just woke up and was like, "What the fuck is happening?"
Were you here for the red versus blue reference?
Say that again. You kind of
Red versus blue
Were you-
reference.
Yeah, were you here for the
Yes, I think here's the reference for red versus blue.
Okay. Then you know about the narrators. The one thing you missed that does really apply to the story is that Endrith put on the ring again and had another chat with nobody.
Okay.
Nothing really. He couldn't really get anything out of it, but he made a promise to figure out who nobody truly is.
Did you think Terran didn't have a
Gotcha.
backstory?
No,
If nobody would
but I think
remember.
I know.
And then
I think I have an idea. as
you've
to
heard
what Japan
Argus,
and
who
nobody's
is the narrator
relation
of
is,
Protection,
relating to
Bodhi,
this
who is
very
the narrator of
scenario
Truth and
that
Light,
you two are
then
talking about,
Jacon,
and the knowledge that we
Chaos,
now
and
have
Fallon,
about
who is
these
the narrator of
If there is a
Deception.
connection, Taryn doesn't know about it.
There is. There absolutely.
Do you have
is.
any
Burning questions.
questions for them?
Not that I can actually think of off the top of my head.
Okay.
I'll talk
Wait a
about
minute.
this after session just to make sure I'm following everything. But
Fair.
yeah,
I didn't get an answer from one of them.
Bodhi was the first one to speak
Yeah,
up.
Bodhi.
Argus.
Oh wait, okay,
Then Fallon. Then Jacon.
okay. Fallon. That's your guys, right?
Well, you
Um,
see.
Okay.
Endrith does have a question for
I
them.
don't have the
This
names
is-
down yet.
Have most of you kept the same title? As long as you've lived, or have you changed it?
Argus looks at you. Again, beats his hand against his chest to emphasize. I am Argus, narrator of Protection, and I have always been so.
I love to hear you're so proud of that.
Bodhi and Fallon both speak up. It's saying that they've kept their title. Jacon is again stone faced.
Faced, looking
There's-
at me like you're fucking dead.
There's two things I need
Why
to interject with that.
You ask.
I know. Continue. Cog can't know any of this. He doesn't believe in gods. Straight up.
Well, then he should be dead. He should have been dead from a heart attack or a stroke.
Apparently the protection one likes him, but he grew up in a household of science and was like, no one raised us, so therefore fuck you all. Him and Zips are just flying by the seat of their pants. They straight up not rejected religion,
We'll make
but
a
they're
holy
like,
man out of Cog yet. Just
don't
wait,
know
that's
if this
southern.
At this point,
I'm waiting for him to have an aneurysm when my summons disappear again.
I just can't wait until the DM
he's
says,
barely
"Yeah,
conscious.
you roll a con save to see if you survive a heart attack
Well,
or a stroke."
There last
No.
sessions when I did.
And
Jacon is staring daggers at you right
but me on the other hand,
I'm just
I know.
curious.
I know.
You've been let out in this world as personalities, but you've had time to grow and
bears
change.
last session.
Yes.
Okay.
Your outlook
That-
on this world may have
that's
changed
almost
a few
become
times.
normal to
I'm
him.
just curious if you
You and
have
Bears.
changed.
It's just a thing. He's
If you used to be something else.
Here comes the snakes.
Or rather, someone else.
Roll me a dexterity save.
God damn! I am glad I kept my mouth shut.
Holy shit!
You were talking to Decon, weren't
I
you?
was. I'm
Okay.
playing with fucking fire and I love it.
Just so you know, Terran's eyes, for the most part, have not left Dracon.
It's a dirty 20.
Jakan extends his hand out to you, points right at you. You're a crackle as a bolt of pure energy races out towards you. You start to kind of brace yourself to take on the impact when all of a sudden there's like almost a huge gust of wind that just rushes right past you. You notice the flash of armor as you hear a clang of energy against an iron shield. You just feel a wave of force wash over
shit.
you.
Did I have every single other narrator be like, fuck no?
Argus is standing in front of you, great shield in one hand. You just feel the massive backlash of force as it from the impact between Jakan's blast and Argus's shield.
I would like to make it known that Terran has, in that moment, as soon as the crackling started, he was running at Dracon.
Okay! Yeah!
Same mindset, you know.
Whoa.
Yeah, that's
Has
what
he stopped?
Sword drawn?
Oh, the sword was drawn as soon as he walked in the area. It only went away when Argus spoke the first time.
Is he taking a swing?
Not quite yet.
Endra's sword.
Not since Argus blocked the attack.
Not so fast.
My
He blocks projectiles too.
my longsword probably got
It's
summoned
wrong.
during that just from reaction.
Has to be wrong.
It's Reinhardt.
No, it's Braum. Literally a jump to person blocks projectiles. Even the voice
You remember that one time in that Overwatch cinematic when Reinhardt held up that
came
shield?
through the wall and held up his shield. Yeah.
Oh
No, I was talking about the one in France with the null sector, a big laser.
Oh yeah. Yeah, just he held it. And Brig. Brig helped.
Brig was there with her 400 HP shield.
Yep.
Helped out there.
Argus brings himself back up after bracing for the attack. Jakan, that's enough! Jakan remains silent,
I'm gonna speak.
staring at you.
What are you?
I'm gonna speak up to Argus. Thank you for protecting my pack member. I hope you know this won't protect yours.
After that note, Endrith's sword is gonna just like disappear like Thanos snap, and thank Nice God of Protection for blocking it for him. Thank you. You truly are a god of protection.
I live up to my name.
You surely do.
Jakan lowers his hand. Remains silent the same, but he is dead, locked on you.
I'm gonna need one of the narrators to stand by me while I talk to Jakan, guys.
You talk to Cog first, cause I.
You want to say something, Endrith?
I want to know. Well,
Xander wants to say so many things, but Cog don't know shit!
cause like.
Cog has been that
Have
one
you-
character where Xander wanted to spew about lore, but could not.
Because in universe, Cog is just eating his pancakes and being like, "There's some shit going down over there."
You're
Whoa.
there. I'm pretty
Xander
sure
wishes
we're
he was
around
playing
you.
Silas.
Oh my god! If Silas were here, trust there'd be an actual.
Don't worry,
models.
you'll get your turn when it comes to my campaign.
Actually, no, because Silas wouldn't be here, he'd still be with the Archivist.
Yeah. No. Oh my god. Them
No, this campaign would have been over.
Silas and the Archivist would have been best friends. He would have loved everything in there. But
Regardless,
please tell me
you're
you have
Cog.
put together that nobody and Jakan were like at one point the same person.
No.
Yeah, pretty much the same person.
How
We're
they
buddies.
split off, and then that they gain what they are based off of their experiences. They just start with a
But
starting
people
point.
know about the other narrator. that
Yeah.
disappeared.
Why do you think
They're not the
nobody
same
knows about
person.
nobody? They ran out of aspects to split into. Narrator. Nobody is probably what's left of the original narrator, because when you run out of shit to split into, you are nothing. You are left with
But what happens-
nobody.
But they know who the original narrator's face looks like.
knew what he used to look like.
They
There
also
is
said-
copy
They've
paste.
also
I'm
said
just
that they
saying.
met him.
Yes.
This isn't copy and paste. This is divide. At a certain point, you reach
Okay.
0.
Um,
So it's either the narrator is Brendan. Which is
what
why
was the other
Needham
thing
did
that
it.
Jacon was originally?
That's what
Jacon
I'm saying.
Jacon was originally adventure and inspiration.
Why haven't we asked all of the narrators?
Because I'm gonna die if I ask that.
God wants to ask it, but he literally doesn't know this. Because you
Is he
didn't
not
share-
just sitting in the middle of all of us and with pancakes?
Yes,
Has he
that's
not just
literally what
like
Ross
he's
is
just
doing.
surrounded by us, pretending he doesn't know what's going
Fork
on.
halfway to his mouth.
Shoveled.
I'm pretty sure he's heard everything that's been going on.
Oh, no,
You have heard everything.
I've heard all of that, but we don't know about this because
He doesn't
you
know
haven't
about my
shared-
notes.
and neither do you or you.
Yeah.
Because
we don't know
From
about
Cog-
nobody. The only thing
I
we don't
find
know
this so
about is nobody.
hilarious.
I know.
From Cog's perspective.
And they're not the same.
No, Arcanus does
No.
know that Jacon was once the narrator of Adventure and Inspiration.
Yes, he was in there too.
The rest of you all left.
Which is
And then it was just Arcanus and Endrith in there.
Mhm.
Endrith was leaving, and
Because
Aristotle
someone
let
left
him
too
know.
soon.
Aristotle told him
Okay.
as
I love seeing this from
So,
Cog's perspective.
Arcanus does
Because he's sitting there eating pancakes, and this.
And his player is gnawing on a 2x4, mentally making wood chips.
No, I'm more talking about the fact that
it's sawdust.
It's sawdust. I am atomizing.
the fact that
2x4.
Yep. It's gonna start to be flesh. The teeth
You know,
are going. The enamel.
Shield, Terran halfway approach to attack.
He's just watching it like, damn.
What's going on?
Hog. There's a lot of alcohol in this breakfast as well, so you totally could just be like,
We are
"Someone hell of a hangover."
We're balancing it out right now.
Yeah.
Dog.
Taxi, do you have any idea what's going on?
Oh, Tacky's here.
You're both just
Tacky,
hell.
who are you talking to?
Oh,
Tacky,
right.
Tacky and I are just sitting here with a whiteboard. Or Tacky can't see them.
Playing Pictionary.
No, they're trying to figure out what's going on.
Was
It's
there
just
an
all
extra
this-
question to Tacky?
Yes.
And I.
Are you following what's going on here?
Dark One doesn't like horny one.
Yes.
Dark One doesn't like horny one. The horny one.
All right, let's get the whiteboard.
Bigger one likes little big one.
Little big one.
Big one. Little big one.
Bigger one stop Dark One from hurting horny one.
Yeah.
Crazy one.
I just like to think.
Crazy one, not crazy.
I just want to like think about this, like as he is like explaining this in his fashion. I just feel like everybody has dropped their guard and just looking at him like, what?
Tacky?
Yeah.
No, the best part is they're not even looking at him. They're looking at the hat.
That's talking.
I would like to point out my eyes have not left Jacon. And my
In-
sword is drawn.
In short,
Ready.
Tacky can best sum up situation by going click, and you just hear a string of southern.
Agreed.
Good
Tacky.
answer.
Agreed. Me for real.
Okay, so before I forget, we know
Bodhi has hand over mouth, just trying to hold in a laugh at that. And Argus, who's been standing firm at Jacon, you just knows him to kind of loosen up before letting out just a bellow of laugh.
Let's go.
Cog even just as
So
he's
we, if I remember correctly, do we know of nobody? Because the ring was mentioned to us before
It
Logan
was
left.
mentioned, but nobody was not.
Okay, I couldn't remember the exact timeline of the conversation.
I think
No,
nobody was mentioned a little bit.
I don't.
Oh
think,
no!
I,
Wait, he was mentioned just briefly.
I don't. I think it was
Yeah.
more.
I know
vaguely,
enough that
Like we weren't
you met a
told
friend
any
or
names or
Yes.
anything.
in the ring.
because someone brought up Bob, and
Yes.
Aristotle mentioned that Bob doesn't really actually have a name.
And then
Much like nobody.
Much like your character, and then that was mentioned a little bit more in depth. We just never got any
We were
specifics on it.
there.
Yeah.
It was
For
very
that.
vague.
Meaning, Cog can at least remember that much and begin to pry info. And once I have that info, then I can ask my questions. So you don't need to be shot at by a laser. Because Cog will look this motherfucker in the eye and go down on him with
Who's
the
nobody?
info.
What?
Yeah, well, okay, but
Is
how you
that
gonna
a
ask?
legitimate question?
I was gonna say, you can't... That's the
not-
worst part
Andrews didn't
about
say
these
that.
types of characters. You can't actually ask anyone about them.
Yeah.
Because they don't exist.
Yes.
What do you mean, who's nobody? Nobody is nobody.
But Jakan knows.
Jakan knows. Jakan knows
Exactly.
that
The
question.
You
exact
know
mischief that
nobody,
you
so
saw
who is
was
nobody?
Jakan,
Is
a
Cog
silhouette of
speaking up?
Jakan. Cog.
How's your
Sandwich.
pancakes?
They're
Mouth half full.
making me think!
You want to say something over there, big guy?
You can see on his face, he's like, wait, I have an idea!
Congratulations, you made it this far.
It's there. It's formulating. You.
Ew.
I got a question for you.
Who are you
What
pointing
is your
to?
question? Andreth.
Andrew.
He's got a question for Cog.
What is your question, Cog?
Where's the fifth dude? The archivist one. Where's he? He said that he was one of you. Or at least the top of you.
He also kind of said he wasn't gonna be here.
Well, he did say that.
He's quite a busy man.
Which narrator exactly are you pointing to? Because you can't.
Them.
He's
You
doing
are
like the
down
crazy
the
thing of
center.
where is?
Where is he?
With that, Found would speak up. Yes, he is one of us.
I have another question then.
I believe he explained to you, he does not concern with the world as it is going to be, only
Logan,
with the world
what's
as
your
it
AC?
was.
See,
Right. I have another question. Where's Bob?
Bob.
Where's Bob?
Best remark of 2020, guys.
You have to know.
Where's Bob?
The one with the hat, corn cob
Where
pipe,
is-
always smoking around dead children.
I'm afraid I don't know what you're talking about.
I
Who's
think
saying
you're
this?
lying.
This is Fallon.
What are the reactions from the other ones?
Bodhi is looking at you quizzically. Argus appears to have just gone over his head. Jakan, however.
Guys,
His
we have
gaze
to-
has finally shifted from Endrith to Cog.
Hello! You're fucked!
I need to clarify something. What? Terran and not Terran. Valzor and Taki are in Cog's hat, and Cog is wearing his hat.
I don't think so.
I have been I've been unable to catch them this whole morning. They
Just
keep
on
eluding
the
me.
ground.
Just sitting by the fire.
They're just vibing. Let the hat
At this
society
point, there's a
be.
whiteboard
They
and a
have
marker
their
and
fidget
explaining.
toys. They're entertaining themselves.
We've got our own little conspiracy board going.
ecosystem, but it is not relating to anything that is. It's like relating to things.
Okay,
you know how, like,
there's
those-
a corner of it that's how it started. The rest of it is just nonsense.
It's nonsense. It's like,
Okay.
who is Bob?
Rather than like the
Is
mechanical
Bob an
birds,
Is
you'll
Bob
notice, rather than like the mechanical birds, you'll notice like a mechanical fly go out. They're currently taking in and putting out bets on theories and everything.
Yup. I like. Who's gonna get shot next? Well,
I'll bet you one.
Yeah,
the
Jakan's
sound
crazy.
rush.
where is Bob?
What do you mean by Bob?
He's the guy who's always around dead things, wears a hat and a corncob pipe. I believe I described him pretty adequately.
I don't know where he is.
Do you know his real name?
You already know he doesn't have a real name.
That's what one of them told us.
Yes, the one that knows about fucking everything.
He knows things that have already happened.
Yes.
Meaning this could be the first time we hear someone's name. And I want to hear it.
As far as I know,
Mm-hmm.
he has remained unnamed since time began.
Bob is Bob.
No, Terran's gonna say now. He has a name now.
His name is Bob.
His name is Bob.
It's Bob.
Thanks
Bob
to me.
is Bob.
Regardless,
Bob
From the hat.
Bob is Bob.
he is a
Tech
figure
doesn't know
that
who
I
Bob is.
desire to learn all I can about, and one day I hope to meet.
That implies a lot, first off. Second off, well, I do recall there's a connection here, right? The one dude who told us about Bob the first time, because we knew he didn't have a name, I let
Bob
that
doesn't
part
look
out.
like them, correct?
No.
Looks totally different.
I had to check.
Uh-huh.
Memory crew.
Could pick up with that one. But, like,
Bob's one.
you see, we talked with the one dude about Bob once, and he's not here, of course. Apparently Bob don't have a name either, but there was another person in that sentence.
Oh shit, you're gonna die.
But I'm
Here comes the
asking
next
you.
Eldritch Blast,
There was
guys.
another person who had a very similar description to no name, except he also appeared to have no body either.
You don't know about nobody.
I know.
You don't know that much about him.
I know. But the statement is still true, is it not? I don't need to know
With
about
that
nobody
heavily
to have
implied
mentioned.
phrase,
Mhm.
the remaining narrators are still looking at you, not quite sure what you're getting at.
Good.
But the color has drained from Jakan's.
Damn, Jacon's gonna kill us all.
No, I'm gonna kill the narrator. I'm
Don't
gonna
kill
try.
the Jakan.
I'm gonna kill Jakan.
I don't know about you, but I am.
Bets on
Prepared.
Jakan.
He threatened my sister, and also I have a quick draw. 2. Draw. It's time.
I've won money off of you losing before.
You literally have too. God damn it.
It's
You
also gotten
fucker.
me out of a trance.
God damn it! Drain your.
Cog failing is the best thing that's happened to Valzor.
That's actually very
It's
true.
very true. Even me, like, barely getting you on stage by throwing a hat helped you get there to fight air.
Jacon's just.
Yep. Oh, I know.
totally-
The color drained from his face, that implies fear, does it not?
It might.
What does the man
Or
who
pissed off.
encompasses chaos fear? I want to know. Fear! I'm waiting for you.
What do you know about that?
I literally know nothing about nobody.
For your sake, I pray it stays that
And what would you like to add?
Guess what? You just killed Endrith.
Well, I think I gave you the ability to know shit now. And Cog did it while being stupid. He
Is
really
that
did.
it? No.
He really didn't know. He does not genuinely knows nothing about
Is that a
nobody.
danger from him or from nobody?
Arcanus, do you have anything to add as of yet?
I'm waiting for.
Arcanus is just sitting there like, what the frick is
There's a
happening?
reaction right there.
No, I'm just taking everything in.
Yep. As I did say, you are the only other one who knows that Jakan was not always the narrator of Chaos.
Yes.
Okay.
For his sake, from you or from the random person?
The random person. That's so good.
If he wants to dig around, he'll find things he should not have found. And based on that, he'll be nowhere that he can hide
Who are you
From
talking
you, got it.
Who are you talking about? I'm not picking up what you're putting down.
Well. I think you do.
Your friend has made some rather serious implications.
And so are you.
I really want to shoot him. I'm getting
You
to
seem
that
like
point.
you want to ask a few questions, Jakan.
I thought we were the ones who were supposed to be doing that, Mr. Dark and Brooding. I'm gonna get shot.
You are. You'll be Eldritch Blast, Laser,
I hate to break it to you.
Smited.
It's very lucky for you that the narrator protection's near.
Likes me as well, apparently. And you.
We are lucky that
Because-
there's a 3-1 conflict right now.
In the hierarchy of Terran's pack, you're second from the bottom.
What?
Really?
That's
Wait,
not
no,
fair.
third from the bottom. I forgot about Goldilocks.
Well, okay. Why am I
Wait.
third?
Okay, that's what you mean. I don't know why I thought bottom as in
Theorizing
bottom
after-
was like lowest level as in most
Okay.
protected.
Theorizing on how it is, it's going to be Anders at the bottom based off of his current actions against Valzor.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's going to be Arcanus because you don't know him well enough to make a sound judgment.
I don't know if he's
Either
I don't
that
think he's
or
there.
Arcanus is above Freedy.
Arcanus is... Okay, yeah, Freedy, he hasn't been there enough, but Arcanus is...
Arcanus has also been willing to give more information than
He speaks
Yes.
my language.
So it's Arcanus...
True.
So it's Freedy
Yeah, he does.
Cog
That's
Arcanus,
right.
or is it Freedy Arcanus Cog?
I shoot at
Freedy
Valzor
Arcanus
Freedy
once.
Arcanus Cog.
I let
Okay,
him
so Cog is
sleep at
fourth.
my house.
Yeah,
I gave him
I
food
forget
and
about some
shelter.
people.
Then
I upgraded his shelter too.
That was not. That was my
Valzor, Tacky, Endrith.
Tacky's below Endrith. Wow.
Well, Endrith has been more kind.
That's true.
But the coffee.
But the coffee.
Hey,
I feel like
Tacky's climbing the ranks.
I feel like Tacky appeals to crazy Terran.
Yes. The pack ranking system more applies to non-crazy Terran. Sane Terran.
Understood.
And to ask the question, Jakan, do you want to ask a question?
I have stuff to say, but it can wait until later.
I'm really.
I think we have some stuff going on later. Can we do that now instead?
Eric,
How many bets do you have on that damn hat, Malazor?
Can I start betting on myself?
Eric,
God.
I hope you better not be
Eric.
selling organs in there.
Did someone say bet?
Eric, I hope you know I'm this close away from summoning some stuff. And telling the DM to
Xander,
roll
no.
initiative.
Xander, yes.
At this point, you'll notice Bodhi's kind of starting to look around. Speak up. I'm afraid I must be going. I've got business to attend. He walks off into the fog.
Wish
Which
I
one's
could do.
Bodhi?
Truth and light.
Okay, good.
Hope to see you on another day, Bodhi.
Terran,
Nice
not
seeing you
taking his
again.
eyes off his target, says, "See you around, friend. Hopefully
Wasn't that
next time it's a bit calmer."
Argus stands up straight, puts his shield on his back. Unfortunately, I have business to attend to elsewhere as well. I hate to leave you in this situation, but I'm sure you can make something up.
Endrith peels out his hand and says, "Thank you for blocking the energy for me."
Argus holds out his hand, grabs Endrith in a grip. So roll me a strength saving throw.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
I was gonna say I wanted to.
Well, that's not good. That's a 9.
That grip is crushing your hand as you take 2
gotta shake
points
like this
of
and
bludgeoning
with this.
from that.
Can I audibly hear the crack?
Your knuckles just.
What's his name again?
Argus.
Argus.
I hear that. You see one of my ears perk up. Argus, watch that protective grip.
I'm sorry, I forget how fragile you people are.
You have quite a grip. Well, I suppose you have to be strong to protect your friends.
I'ma be honest. I don't know too
Terran,
much damn shit about
little
none of
healers,
these
please.
fuckers.
I
But
think
I
we
like
should
that
wait
one.
until it calms down. You'll be
Argus
fine.
walks off, picks up his helmet, places it back over his
By
head,
the way,
strides off
Terran
for
has
minutes.
not left his gaze.
Yes. Understand.
It's like ages.
That leaves Jakan and Fal. Jakan is staring. His gaze is just shifting back and forth between Endrith
You and that. So, holy shit! I'm actually.
Fallon speaks out to you, Endrith.
Don't want to, because if that cops out, then he's gonna be like,
But.
wait,
but
I wanna hear
don't-
what does my narrator say?
Protect.
What does my lordship say to me?
Wow.
I do have business.
Fuck.
Are you, or will you be alright?
No, not with what I'm about to do. Not with what either of us are about to do.
I'll have some questions to ask you in private, my lord.
Jakan, leave them alone. Fallon puts up his mask and strides up. Jakan, you blink, and Jakan is up in Cog's face.
Even better. Oh, this is perfect.
What do you mean by nobody?
I cast Firebolt.
At this point, here comes the bears.
I cast Firebolt. Point blank. I just palm into the chest.
Roll to hit.
I'm so. Oh my god. Oh my god.
He's emotionally
Oh
scarred.
my god.
If you know what-
Oh my god. Oh my god.
I know a nat 1 winning.
Hi, Brennan. How you doing? God damn it.
So who's your backup character?
I don't have one. I don't make those because my character's done.
Roll damage.
You took it.
I'm sorry. Did you just say roll damage? I'm so scared. Where's my D10s?
Do you want to put it through the dice tower?
No, that is cursed.
Well,
You know what?
Apparently your cup's cursed, so putting it through a
You're
double
screwed.
curse. Sorry.
And here I was betting with Tacky that he would miss.
15.
How many song sticks did you get? Voice sticks did
You-
you get?
15.
Oh.
As soon as Jakan appears in front of you, you extend out your hand to cast Firebolt. As the flame builds up in your hand, it bursts, dealing 15 points of damage to yourself.
I think sounds about right. Yeah, I had that one coming.
Technically you did miss, so did you win,
Jakan
or is
speaks
self
to you.
killing?
We're calling that one a draw.
Cheap parlor tricks won't work on
Would a gun do you better?
what did you mean by nobody?
I'm afraid.
Stop.
At this point, there are 2 direwolves now there.
Oh shit.
He's not paying attention to them.
I
He
don't
knows
know if
they're
it stops
there,
for him.
but he is not acknowledging their existence.
Just like the streaks in the
How tall is
pocket, and like
Jakan?
just
Brennan,
fumble
feel,
around.
or not Brennan, God. Logan, feel free to do it, but do you have a backup character?
I actually do.
Fucking do
Is
it.
Cog currently seated? I'm trying to build.
Not gonna lie, I kind of want
He's
to play the
standing now. As soon as he went to
goblin.
do it, he stood up.
Yeah.
So he is standing.
You know what's the best
There's
part for
only
this?
The best part is that Cog literally knows nothing.
God.
He straight up doesn't know who nobody is. It was a very lucky phrasing by the character.
I have to open a homebrew to with you guys now.
Oh,
You what?
homebrew.
Homebrew.
Content.
Yeah, I got that. I missed the first time.
I had to homebrew Jakan. I couldn't
shit.
make anything that worked in a character sheet.
That's
He
terrifying.
literally is a narrator who's just rewriting the fucking narrative. He's making rules of the game.
Are the direwolves doing anything, or are they
No.
just standing there?
Xander.
Jakan is
They're
not
circling.
Chaos
And
does
so
not
am
make
I.
rules.
It doesn't
In
follow
fact,
that.
Chaos
I'm
moves
going
around
to
them.
Yeah.
break the circle and walk behind Cog. And with the blade of my scimitar, I'm going to push him aside, the blunt end, of course.
I literally don't know anything, too, is the best part.
Are you
But Cog-
resisting my push of blade?
No, because it's you pushing me.
Why are you playing that?
It's on autoplay.
Literally, Cog straight
Jakan-
up doesn't know anything, so he doesn't respond. He just moves aside with you.
Looks up to you and draws himself up to his full height.
Oh! Okay.
As I said, Jakan is 6'6",
Mhm.
which I believe he's taller than you.
I believe so, yeah.
He's still shorter than me.
How tall am I?
You're sit kneeling down.
What? What?
Yeah, I'm only 5 foot.
What image
Jakan
did
actually
you get?
towers over you.
Yeah.
What
That
the
doesn't
fuck?
matter to me, though.
I
man
know it
broken.
doesn't. Jakan is looking down.
Please, I want
I
to.
have something to Because
Just in the midst of
your
this, just
pack.
put it on.
Then you take it up with the leader.
Okay, well, okay.
Oh no, it's it. Is he taking it, or is he going to be pointing to me? I'm terrified.
I don't know.
We're talking about the pack.
Yes.
Might
You said leader.
that be?
Well,
Who do you think controls
I vote
this
Bob.
pack?
Bob is the leader.
I'm quite interested to hear how you see us.
Can I make a perception check, see if there's anybody hidden in the shadows, like a Bob smoking a pipe?
Oh, fuck! If he was.
I wanna.
Bob just.
I just want to make a random check.
I think I got an 8.
You can't.
It's a
see
21.
Holy shit!
I know I might not see him. I just want to make the random ass check to see if he's just chilling in the smoke.
No. It's worse if you do.
You don't see.
Thank God.
Okay, just want to make a random check because
It's
why not?
better if you don't, because if he's
For
present,
a brief instant, you think you smell pipe tobacco, but you don't know.
God damn it, Endrith's breaking fourth walls, boys. He's been doing it
also
since
means
day
you're about
one.
to die.
I know.
it's like
How do
seeing
you
the,
view
the silhouette of Kindred
My
through fire.
pack.
The Grim Reaper's here. Fucking hate it. What the fuck?
I don't know exactly what you're asking. I don't know if you are
That's my husband.
or not,
Guys, it is
but
oh,
you're
10:30.
members of your pack
Put the ring.
Hello?
have
I
made
probably
some
should, but D&D got interesting.
interesting comments. I wish
Yes.
to figure these
We
out.
went over time. We had too much fun. We're
is-
having too much fun.
It.
It's so perfect.
I can promise you,
My face actually hurts from
if you
smiling.
I'm
harm
not sure.
any member of my pack, I will be forced
Okay.
to end.
Yeah.
Not just you, but anything
Okay.
that gets in my way.
Thank you.
And that includes your other pack members
Whoa.
if they decide to harm us.
That's implying a
I
lot.
don't have a pack, and I haven't very long time.
Well, that implies that you had one at
So a
one
lone
point.
wolf you are.
What happened to
A
him?
road wolf, perhaps.
Some might see it.
Or a wolf that wants to get his pack back.
See, at this point, I want something to accidentally fall off the counter in the hat. Just
Sounds like he's got nobody to call for his back.
I mean, if you didn't click one of those tacky, you probably did at some point.
Jared is unfazed by any other movement around him.
Oh.
And at this point, the direwolves have tightened their circle to kick Cog out of the circle.
Well, yeah, fair.
Jakan, stand down. You can't get information.
You tell me what
I was gonna say, realize
Not
who you're talking
you.
to.
all people. You so much about us.
I know more than an average person, at least.
You might probably do know more. Understands.
I'd like to understand, though. It's a common thing a man wouldn't like to do one day. Understand you higher beings?
At this point, Jakani started walking away from Terra and the wolves, striding towards.
He can't walk away. The wolves are circling him, mostly.
I know.
It doesn't matter where he goes, the wolves' circle follows.
But
As
he's
long
going
as it's just words.
face to. He doesn't even. What do you want to know? Answer my questions. Answer yours.
Who was first? Soon you do.
I'll allow you to go first.
No, please. Go first. I'm a gentleman.
So great.
The focus is now
Did
on
you
Cog.
bring
Good.
up the idea that I may not have always been the way I am now?
Yes. That one.
Well, Birdie told me that you were always the god of chaos and mischief. You were once a different narrator. I'm curious why you changed professions.
It's a long story. Is that your question? Or is that just speculation?
More speculation, I guess, I suppose.
Very well. And what is your question?
Where's my wife? I know you have her. You took the book from the man in the past. Or at least you borrowed it. What's your plan?
I don't have her. I took the book so that when I told you what happened that night, you would know that I was telling the truth.
So what did happen that night?
I've asked a question, and so have you. It's my turn again.
Right.
What do you know about my change?
Mostly all I know is that you changed to the god of chaos. That's about it.
Don't know anything about the circumstances then.
I don't know anything about your circumstances or you changed yourself to the god of chaos from your previous position. All I know is that you changed because of some event that happened a long, long time ago.
Jakan's rigid composure appears to go at ease a bit more. Steps back. You could tell that his body was stiff. He's loosened up. Very well.
What happened to my wife?
He reaches back into his cloak and pulls out a brown, leather-bound.
God damn, it's the book!
He opens the book, begins to flip through the pages. A wind begins to whirl around your group. A thick mist circles around you. A scene breaks out. Endrith and a woman conversing, appear to be strategizing with another man.
Yeah,
Scene
please, I guess
shifts to Endrith and a woman sneaking in through the castle, slowly taking out guards, unbolting doors, gathering information. Jakan begins to speak. You may not understand what exactly is going on in Soul's world. I know my methods may have seemed harsh, but I got this book so I could show you the truth as a gesture of good faith. Hopes that we can come to an agreement. I'm not sure what you think about that arrangement anymore, but I'm showing you enemies. The scene again shifts to Endrith and the woman separating in the midst of battle. Endrith running, making it to the rendezvous point, and then nothing happening as he waits there silently for hours on end. You made it there, and nothing happened. Fortunately, a lot of other forces were in play that night. You notice what appears to be a family of nobility trying to work their way through the streets of the city on their way out. You watch as they come face to face with the man that you were strategizing with. This man has his sword drawn and instantaneously strikes down both the mother and the father of this family, leaving just a young boy and a young girl. As he strides towards them and raises his sword against them, there's all of a sudden a quick flash, a glimmer of red hair. The sword comes down and gets caught against the dagger, feeling Endrith's wife blocking the sword, protecting the two young nobles. A short fight ensues between the man that Endrith has strategized with and Endrith's wife, before the man gets off a slash that goes across Endrith's wife's right eye, brings her down to the ground. She yells at the two kids to run. They vanish into the streets. The man, furious, strides to Endrith's wife and plunges his sword into her back. Draws the sword, cleans the blade, orders his men to remove the body, and continues on his path of destruction. Endrith, I'd like you to roll me a Constitution save.
I called it.
Oh shit.
I mentally called it. I knew it!
This is gonna be a high one too.
Holy shit. You did not clean out my dice. Oh well, get you something.
It's 14.
It's
You guys might have to say bye to Endrith for a while.
There are
What about
tears
these?
coming from Endrith's eyes. There's a burning hatred welling up inside of him. The rest of you notice as a faint blue flame begins to flicker upon Endrith, his horns, his hands, his eyes. John closes the book. The mist of the wind disappears. John looks down at Endrith. It's okay if you want to let it all out. That's what I'm here for. You can attempt to resist the rage that is burning up inside of you, or you can give in to it. You've already made the roll, so you may or may not succeed.
It's the high DC higher or lower if I resist.
You've already made the roll.
Yeah.
If you give in to it, the roll doesn't matter.
Mm-hmm.
If you try to resist it, you may or may not have succeeded.
You're so fucking evil. Holy shit.
So either A, I turn on you guys and you all die. But at this point, I think Endrith.
Jakan has specifically stated that if you want to just give in to the rage,
That's what he
just let it all out, that's what Jakan has come here for. Give you a chance
But
to just let it all
could, you could literally kill yourself with that. You know that damaging him damages you back.
Yeah.
That was
Well,
in a
I want
specific
you
to.
don't.
That was in a very
Yeah.
specific
Yes,
scenario.
I
I want.
That was in a very specific scenario.
No, not even.
Depends.
that.
What did you roll exactly?
Endrith wanted.
14.
Match one.
You.
Oh, no. That doesn't count. I'm referring to when he fought us all in his mind.
In your mind.
In all of our minds.
Whenever you damaged him, he
The thing that
it
Endrith
was
wants
his
to
attack
do the
against you.
most
You
right
damaging
now,
him to not.
Brennan.
Oh, I thought
What
it was
Endrith
like
wants
a-
to do the most right now is
Oh,
pretty
wow.
much fly away and go somewhere else. If that makes sense.
Yeah.
That's what Endrith wants to do. Is literally sprout wings and fly away. And go deal with this shit.
Is Endrith giving into the rage, or is he attempting to resist?
You're so evil.
Depending on the outcome. I know Terran's next words.
Endrith would try to resist.
You guys watch as Endrith is doing his best to fight back against this rage. The flames grow brighter. You can almost feel the heat coming off. Any of you attempting to say anything to Endrith?
My mouth is silent.
Yeah. Terran is gonna kind of shift his attention over to Endrith because, you know, he's sprouting flames. Endrith, you've been through a lot, I see. I know your pain. I don't remember how, but I know your pain. You are better than this.
You are hearing Terran's words, but you know how you can hear your heart beating?
Mm-hmm.
That sound is beginning to drown out Terran's words. The flames are no longer flickering. They are burning. Blue glow is glowing.
Guys, there's about to be a new devil in these woods.
Remember where we're going.
Can I see the flames building?
Well, all of us
Yeah.
can, I think.
They are now encompassing
going.
Endrith's entire body.
Endrith wants to sprout wings and fly away.
Weren't we going to somewhere earlier?
There's only one
We
voice
were,
that you
but
can
like,
hear
I don't think we can control this at this
now. That is
point.
Jakan's. Let it out. That's what I'm here for. You don't see anything but Jakan standing in front of you, arms open, waiting for you to make a move. For the rest of you, the flames are no longer glowing blue.
The red.
They've almost appeared to have ignited and
Oh,
shifted to a purple
Of course,
hue.
purple.
Yeah. Oh,
Dear God.
Well, Terran's going to use his next words now.
don't you dare say roll for initiative.
Not quite. There's one more step before we roll for initiative. He's going to yell as loud as he can. Endrith, are you with me?
You don't hear it, Andrew. You have eyes only for Jakan, as he once again whispers to you. Let it out.
I suppose
Cog, what's your armor
I
class?
failed this
15.
saving throw.
Why is
So
mine so high?
all of a
That's
sudden,
me without my armor or my shield.
in this
Oh.
purple flame that you see around
Okay.
Endrith
Would you bring it up to
wings pop out, all in flame. Endrith, like I said, one lifts up to in the air and flies away. If I can do that, I can't do that. Okay.
You can only see Jakan.
like a Reyna vision thing, where no matter where
Yeah.
you look, it's all you see.
You do be your side.
Okay, time to wild shape.
Well,
Endrith's gonna ask, "What do you want from me?"
Let it
I hate that.
Well, guys, should we just skip to the
know
part
what
next part?
you've gone through, so let it out. Give yourself the release I never
Never had. At
Yeah.
least I never had.
Yeah.
Is he
These are-
saying like,
These are
I know what your pain is. Please do this, or you'll never be the same again.
He says, I know what you've gone through, so let it all
Yes.
out.
I'm gonna strangle you!
Those are the
Well,
words he is saying.
We're just gonna let it all out.
And how are you gonna do that?
Before he
Wings
lets it
will
all out,
sprout and
I'm wild shaping
burst
into
of
an elk.
flames.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're just,
Yeah.
you're
I
just
don't
forcing.
recommend approaching.
You are simply setting
Extra
fire
helpful.
out in every direction.
Yes, it is a panning
Okay.
radius.
Well, I
Just stop.
I want to cast
shield.
Can we pick this up next time? I have work in the morning at 6 in the morning.
Do we
Why
end this?
not?
Do we end this session at Endrith bursting into flames?
Yes.
Why not?
I hate that.
Congrats,
We'll
You have
call
work
it
in
a
7
quit
hours and 6
there.
minutes. You're so fucking evil.
Can you not say it like that?
This entire session was bangers of quotes. Like,
And we have them all on.
fuck. It was so good. Ah, you're evil. You are so evil. Oh my god.
The weird thing is, we were connection guys. The ring was purple. Ender's flames are now purple.
Yeah.
Drakan is purple. We've known that for a while.
I straight
Okay,
up
is
thought you were
Drakan
going to
purple?
say for the
Yes,
rest of you
you
roll
remember
smoking.
initiatives.
approached us.
Because as soon as
No.
you said flames went purple, all you can see is that, hey look, mind control of some sort. Let it all out. Oh no, he's attacking. Roll for initiative.
By the way,
Me involved in this fight?
No! That's
Good.
why I want to cast shield. Also, it's +5 AC, so actually...
Part of me thinks Jakan
Yes, shield gives you
I
plus
picked
five.
up
wants
a new,
to get his friend
picked up a
back.
new
But no.
spell.
Shield and then shield generator.
Bark skin.
My-
I can raise the minimum AC
My
up to
cannon.
16.
My cannon...
Then
Part of me thinks Jakan's not
Plus
Jakan.
2
Minimum AC?
Plus
What-
9.
No matter what armor they have, it can't go.
I think
below 16.
Old Jakan was nobody.
That's not bad.
And the first narrator is now Jakan.
I have made so many damn good connections off of this, and I think at least one of them has to be true. I feel
I
like
guess in a way that's kind of
the
what I was
narrator,
thinking.
the narrator, the original one is you. Like as a narrative self-insert, but that's like cool. I think that one is true, but I don't think it's like cool. What if it is? It doesn't fucking matter to the story at all.
Okay,
Nobody,
everyone.
however,
This has
is
been D&D.
absolutely
Crazy session.
like a
Thanks for
old
tuning in.
version of Jakan
We'll catch you next time.
or the new